가득 안고서 아무런 생각도 하지 말고 저 깊은 곳으로 뛰어들어 볼까. 아주 잠시 눈을 감고 하나 둘 숨을 머금고 붉게 물든 일거리를 짓는 맘 가는 대로 훌쩍 마른 바이브 조금씩 다가오는 밤을 따라 밝게 닿는 bottle dry 여기 red and vibe 끝없는 이 밤 위로 fly high 아무 걱정 말고 let's dive 이 밤을 향해 red and vibe come on 둘만 아는 곳으로 너와 나의 paradise 높여 계속 가야 해 이 설레임이 사라지기 전에 저 멀리 떠나볼까 발끝이 닿는 곳으로 오직 둘만의 비밀인 거야 아무런 고민도 하지 말고 저 바닷속으로 뛰어들어 보자 아주 잠시 눈을 감고 하나 둘 입을 맞추고 붉게 물든 저 노을 짓는 맘 가는 대로 훌쩍 마른 바이브 조금씩 다가오는 밤을 따라 맘 가는 대로 let's ride 밝게 닿는 bottle dry 여기 red and vibe 끝없는 이 밤 위로 fly high 아무 걱정 말고 let's dive 이 밤을 향해 red and vibe come on 둘만 아는 곳으로 너와 나의 paradise 지금 우리의 맘 이대로 멈추지 마 red and vibe
yet another great morning right here for the Vooka Nation. Very good morning to you, who is watching and listening from wherever you are from. Today is a very beautiful Wednesday. Of course, we are getting rid of that midweek slump. So much is in store and so much is going to be unpacked on today's show. I hope that you guys are going to be with us throughout, as we will also like to hear your view on some of the discussions we are going to have on the discussion table. You know that in order for you to get hold with us or engage with us, you can engage with us on YouTube by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show on the comments section. Or if you want to call in or send your voice note, the number to do that's 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226, so that you can get that energetic start to your day, accompanied by that daily dose of positivity. My name is Moketi Maimane, and I'm happy to be with you on this beautiful Wednesday morning. And it is the 12th of November. So much has happened on this year, as of course, for the people who are in the working class, one of the discussions we're going to have on today's day is the year-end fatigue. Are you someone who is experiencing year-end fatigue, and how is it treating you, and what are some of the ways that you are treating yourself in terms of the fatigue that you have? If you have, but if you don't have, I would like you to come in and share your views in terms of what tips or advices you have for people who are facing the year-end fatigue. And if you're someone, of course, who is working in a company whereby a lot of things and a lot of work is getting done each and every month, what is it that you would like to see in your company improve in terms of making sure that the productivity level of the employees in the company is up to the level that needs to be? So you know that you need to connect with us across all social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show on Instagram, Facebook, and also on TikTok. All you need to do is to press the follow button so that you can get so much content that we give you on daily, from Monday up until Friday, from 7 a.m. up until 10 a.m. We've got you covered with the content that you need. So much in terms of the educational and with the guests, of course, that we connect with on each and every day, because they come with nuggets of wisdom that you and I can learn from. So I hope that these are the conversations that you learn so much as we are engaging, and we of course promise to give you that energetic start to your day. So you know that we always start with what we call picture of the day. Behind me you see these beautiful pictures, and you're asking yourself, where is that place and how can I get there? So on this morning, which is the Wednesday morning, sunny Wednesday morning, we are highlighting the National Zoological Gardens in Pretoria, right here in South Africa, which is the largest zoo and a leading conservation and a research hub. It is spanning 210 acres. This iconic destination, also known as the Pretoria Zoo, features a diverse range of wildlife, including mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and aquatic species housed in a dedicated aquarium in a reptile park. It was established in 1899 and it became the official national zoo in 1916. The grounds include an exotic tree collection and tranquil picnic areas, making it a favorite for families. Beyond entertainment, the zoo plays a vital role in biodiversity research and endangered species conservation, offering educational programs and even sleepover experiences for immersive learning. I hope that information was helpful enough for you to go to the place and explore some of the activities that they have to offer. If you want so much information about the contact details, you can just go to Google and search the zoological nature right there. You will get everything and every information that you need. It is the zoological botanical gardens right here in South Africa, Pretoria. That is where you're going to find that diverse and beautiful, adventurous, scenic views right there. So that is all for our picture of the day. Just let me know if you have been there, what experiences and of course did you enjoy, and would you recommend it to somebody else? Talk to us 060-493-3226 or use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. And speaking of connecting with the guests that we're going to be with on today's day, which is Wednesday, getting rid of that midweek slump means we need to have conversations that will mean that we are connecting and of course engaging on a high different level. So for today we're going to be joined by Thomas Pinda Mafuyeka, who is a community leader, public relations officer, club leader at the Fathers Football Club. He has the honor of representing Fathers Football Club, a community-based organization rooted in unity, mentorship and positive social impact. As one of the club leaders, he is passionate about creating an environment where football becomes more than just a game. It transforms into a powerful vehicle for personal growth, discipline and community upliftment. So I hope that you're also ready for that conversation we're going to have with him. Next, we're going to be joined by the comedian named by Umvelase, the comedian who is of course a content creator whose work blends sharp storytelling with everyday humor, whether on stage or online. He crafts moments that resonate, bringing laughter to Katlehong and beyond. His skits and stand-up reflect the rhythm of township life, the quirks of local culture and the universal need to laugh through it all. We know that laughter is the best medicine, and that man is going to bring that medicine right here in the studio. So I hope that you're going to be ready for that one. So with that being said, as I have mentioned that there is so much to unpack, let's just get you, of course, updated with your latest news, headline and traffic updates on the road for people who are driving now. In the meantime, don't switch the dial, as we will be back after this short break. Once again, a very good morning. Let us look into what are the talking points for this morning when we are looking at our latest news headline. Starting off with the first one, a transgender inmate wins landmark ruling for hormone therapy in South African prison. The Equality Court in Johannesburg ruled that transgender inmate Ntabiseng Mokoena must be provided with hormone therapy, finding correctional services refusal discriminatory under the PEPUDA. Judge Denise Fisher also ordered recognition of her chosen pronoun and access to feminizing clothing and toiletries. Mokoena, serving a life sentence since 2013, was diagnosed with gender dysphoria in 2021 but denied treatment, leading her to self-medicate. The judgment affirms her right to gender-affirming care and highlighting broader protection for vulnerable population in South Africa's prison. On the next headline, traffic disruptions expected in Johannesburg ahead of the G20 Leaders Summit. Johannesburg motorists faced a road closure and lane restriction on Saturday from 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock as authorities launched a joint traffic operation ahead of the G20 Summit. High security routes affected include the N1, M1, N12, Rivonia, Oxford, Jane Smuts, Winnie Mandela, Hendrik Potgieter, Renshaw, Nasrek and Golden Highway. Alternative routes are advised in Roodepoort, Four Ways, Sandton, Rosebank, Parktown and Southern Johannesburg. Authorities say the measure aim to enhance safety, enforce compliance and manage congestion with clear signage, traffic officer and priority access for the emergency services provided. And then on your last news headline, who ordered the heat? Tony Forbes speaks as Ndimande brothers arrive in South Africa. The Ndimande brothers were extradited from Eswatini to face charges in the 2023 murder of rapper Keenan, aka Forbes, and Tebelo Tibbs Motswane. They The arrival at King Shaka International Airport under heavy guard marked a key step in the case. Tony Forbes welcomed the development but stressed the mastermind remains unidentified. Asking who commissioned the hit, he expressed relief that the trial is nearing, hoping all 7 accused, including the alleged shooter, will face justice after a long extradition process. That's all for your news headline. Now heading over to your sports news, starting off with the football news. Orlando Pirates environment key to Bafana Bafana selection, says Odo. Orlando Pirates coach Abdesalam Odo hailed the inclusion of 9 Buccaneers in Hugo Bruce's Bafana Bafana squad to face Zambia, calling it a proud moment for the club. The call-ups, including Sipho Chaine and Kosnati CBC, Evidence Mahopa and Tepang Muremi, reflect Pirates' strong domestic and continental form. Odo credited the club's professional environment and technical team for fostering discipline and development, noting the recognition proves Pirates are contributing to South Africa's football broader ambition ahead of the 2025 AFCON. The next headline, PSL posts stronger revenue as clubs benefit from the 700 million payout. The PSL 2024-2025 results showed a revenue growth of 1.19 billion rands driven by sponsorship, while surplus fell sharply to 2.25 million. Over 700 million rands was distributed to clubs in grants and prize money, reinforcing financial stability. At the AGM, members rejected a proposal to scrap the under-23 rule in the Motsepe Foundation Championship, affirming its importance for the youth development. Lastly, on your cricket news, Proteas to face a Stan India challenge in the next leg of the WTC title defense. South Africa face India in the 2-test WTC series starting Friday at Eden Gardens with just 3-day preparation. Buoyed by a 1-1 draw in Pakistan, the Proteas rely on a spin trio. Keshav Maharaj, Simon Hammer and Semiron Mutasumni place the spearhead Kagiso Rabada. India boasts a formidable batting lineup led by Rahul Yashavi and all-rounder Ravji Jadeja. One win in India is seen as vital for South Africa's title defense, with 9 victories from 14 tests likely needed to reach the WTC final. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more sports and the news updates throughout the show. Don't forget to share your thoughts on these headlines with us on social media using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, or send us your voice note on 0604933226. Now, in terms of your traffic, let's get you safe on those roads. Firstly, we have a stationary vehicle on the N1 southbound at Atari Road. The right lane is affected. Please drive carefully. A crash has been reported on the N3 northbound just before the Van Buren Road. The shoulder lane is blocked and traffic is slow moving in that area. And that is all for your traffic. If you happen to be on the road, do make sure to share your traffic update using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, or send your voice note on 0604933226. Now what we're gonna do is to take a short break, give you your weather update, and get back to your daily dose of positivity. So don't switch the dial. Where's that bottle of water? 23 minutes past 7. It is the time, and it is the 12th of November, Wednesday morning. Good morning, wherever you are listening and watching from. Welcome. You are watching your energetic start to the day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. I'm happy to be with you on this beautiful Wednesday morning from 7 o'clock up until 10 a.m. on the dot. We will be with you, chilling and, of course, man, bringing you good vibes from wherever you are watching from. Talk to us if you want to engage, if you want to reach out, if you want to let us know how are you doing on this morning. The hashtag to use is hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. And if you want to send your voice note, the dial, the line is open for calls and for voice notes. Also, you can send through your comments on our WhatsApp by using the number 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. As mentioned when we started, that there is so much to unpack on this beautiful Wednesday morning. But before we get into that, it's very important just to check out there in terms of how the rand is doing, because financial indicators they get to direct and give us the lead in terms of how is the rand doing with other currencies out there. So let me just get straight into it. Looking into the rand against the dollar, we see that the dollar has dipped. US imports could cost slightly less in rand terms. That means for each and every dollar you need to have 17 rands 15 cents. And then moving over to the pound, as it is softening up, UK goods and travel remain pricey but has eased a touch. So we're looking at £1 equals to 22 rands 56 cents. So for each and every pound, you need to have 22 rands 56 cents. And for our neighboring country, which is Botswana, the pula has retreated. Cross-border shopping deals improve for South African consumers, as we see that it's sitting on R1.19. And then heading over to the yen, it stays weak against the rand, and the Japanese imports, they remain affordable. Right, so the yen right now is at 11 cents. And then heading over to your euro, the euro edges higher and it could nudge up your European holiday budget. So we are looking at, for each and every euro, you need to have 19 rand 86 cents. And then lastly, second last, we have the Australian dollar, which it is dipping. Imported wines and goods may be cheaper for you if you're looking to get some wine from the Australia, right? For each and every Aussie dollar, you need to have 11 rand 19 cents. So lastly, the Chinese yuan has eased up. Electronics from China may see a slight price relief on 2 rand 41 cents. So for each and every Chinese yuan, you need to have 2 rand 41 cents. So that's all for your financial indicators. If you're someone who is traveling and you like shopping abroad, international shopping or online international shopping, those are the trends and indicators that you need to look out for. So talk to me if you want to know on other countries on how the rand is doing. Hop on in the comment section, use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. A very important thing, just to do that morning checkup. How are you doing this morning? Not any morning, but Wednesday morning. Getting rid of the midweek slump is our task for today. And when I opened, I spoke about the year-end fatigue, right? That is the discussion that we're going to be getting into shortly. So all you need to do is to let me know how are you doing on this beautiful morning. But with that being said, I'm not alone right here. I'm with the best man in the building, the man who just joined me, and we are about to carry you up until 10 a.m. Mist, talk to me, man. How's it going?
Not too bad.
I'm switching off your mic. Sorry, man.
What's happening? You can't do that, man. You can't do that. Change something. Change your character, man.
I have to change my character.
You must change your character.
Yeah.
Not too bad, and I hope that you're having a great morning on this lovely Wednesday morning. I'm loving the weather and it's feeling good. I'm ready to get pumped up and give you a daily dose of positivity.
Yeah.
That is accompanied by an energetic start to your day. On the show, we don't only sing or talk, we enlighten and we try to have all all-encompassing, compelling, and of course thought-provoking conversations that are aimed at giving you so much knowledge and information right here where radio meets TV, only and exclusively on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Always spending some great quality time with myself, the one and only MOOCWE Mist. My name is Musi Mist, and I'm happy, man. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to having a great time with you, trying to break that midweek slump right here. And of course, like Mo said, you know that you can engage with us across all our social media platforms using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. So that's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms. It needs not end there. You know that it continues on our WhatsApp line. Dial the number 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. Comment, like, subscribe, and do the things that are necessary to be done so that you and I and Mo and Mr. B can keep on sharing our thoughts, our opinions, and everything else in between. Everyone is here, man. Like I just mentioned, I'm here, Mr. B is here, Mo is here, and of course, the only ingredient that's missing, the most important ingredient that's missing is you. Yes, you. You're editing from wherever you're tuned in from. Come in, tell a friend to tag a friend that the Vooka Breakfast Show is live and kicking on YouTube. 176 episodes.
176.
That's crazy.
176.
So close to 180, man.
Yep.
Actually, so close to 200 episodes. We're like what? Almost 24 episodes to 200 episodes, guys. We're chasing that 200 episode mark, and we can't wait to spend it with you. The time right about now, 7:30 on the dot on a Wednesday morning, the 12th of November 2025. Yes, sir.
Yeah, speaking of thoughts, there is an interesting conversation that we are about to hop on into. But before we do that, it's very important to check up on you, because there are people who come through on our comment section to talk to us. I see Zenzi Elizabeth has came through with some comments. She is saying, good morning, Vooka Nation and team. Sivugile on this Wednesday. We are surviving and just can't wait for the year to end. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Speaking about the year to end, one of the most important discussion we're going to have today is the year-end fatigue. Are you experiencing the year-end fatigue? Whether you are working or you are not working, because year-end fatigue is experienced by everyone. Even it's been a hell of a 2025. I'm waiting for 2026, right? But for most people in the working class, for most people who, always wake up to get ready to face their day or to face their week, how is the year-end fatigue? Or are you experiencing the year-end fatigue? Talk to us by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show.
Before we get to year ends, right? And I've been wanting to talk about this for a good second. So what do all countries in the world have in common?
What do all countries in the world
have in common? Yeah.
Wow, I'm trying to think of something right now.
And don't think too hard about it. Mr. B, talk to me. What do all countries
in the world have in common?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things they've got.
But don't think too big, like too deep.
Yeah, something that is, it's light.
Something that's there.
Flag.
Okay, a flag, okay. But no, that's not what I'm looking for. Talk to me. What do you think it is?
My mind is just exploring things that are deep.
Okay, let's bring it back to it's countries in Africa. Yeah, a few countries that share the same thing. What do you think it is?
A stanza.
No.
like
You're not too far, though.
The national anthem is
the national
there
anthem.
We go.
It's sung
the same way,
there
even when it
go.
begins. Even when it begins.
Shout out, Mr. Peters.
He does, man. He does. Let me give it to you. So that's
what I wanted to talk about, right? So countries that share the similar or same melody in national anthems, right? And those countries are South Africa, Zambia, if I'm not mistaken, and Tanzania. Yes, they share the same melody in national anthems. And I want to do this. Please lower the music from there. We go. So what do you think of when this goes? Hey, there we go. So this fascinated me the first time I heard it, right? the Enoch Sontonga melody, which is now our official national anthem right here in South Africa.
Yeah.
Like I just mentioned, was written by Enoch Sontonga. I forget the date, but I know it was quite a while ago. I think it was during, if not prior, to the apartheid regime.
Yeah.
Right. And so what it brings me to is, how well do you guys think you know the South African national anthem, word for word?
I mean, I was singing with the Springboks.
Okay.
This, the past Saturday, right, the past weekend.
Okay.
I was singing with them, and how well do I know? I think I stumble when it comes to the
To the Africans.
Africans. Hey, blown from won't say yeah, man.
Mr. B, how well do you think you know the South African national anthem?
Very well.
Very well. Maar jy kan goed Afrikaans praat.
Hey, die blown van won't say yeah, man.
Even the meaning.
Sure.
80 blow, like out of the blueness of our skies.
Yeah.
Okay. 80 blow
80
van
blow.
onze
Hemel.
hemel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heavens with the sky.
Sure.
So I know it word for word, and I also understand
The context.
What does it mean?
And what it talks
Yeah.
about.
80 deep there.
Yeah.
From the depths of our seas.
Yes.
Yeah. So
It's interesting.
I know a lot of people don't know it.
Yeah.
And also I know a lot of people don't know how to recite it correctly. So
Sure.
obviously if you can't recite it correctly,
Yeah.
it means the meaning is gone.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
So when you struggle with the Afrikaans part.
The Africans part,
Okay,
man.
well, Mr. B, how about the English, the Setswana part, the Setswana Sesotho part? Are you
I understand. Guys,
We have to sing the national
not
anthem,
understanding,
guys.
not the comprehension,
Yeah.
pronunciation.
Yeah.
Like singing
Sure.
word for word. Yeah. Are you? Do you think you would be able, like if you were to bet your last 5,000 on it?
I would.
You would.
Let us just sing,
You'd
guys,
come-
I've
once.
sang
man.
this. I've sang this.
Let
a
us
number of times.
remove the wall or
Because
the
here's
elephant in the
thing,
room.
A lot of
Just
people,
sing.
A lot of people say that they've sung it, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people say, or a lot of people have sung it a number of times. Of
Yeah.
course, like our national
Yeah,
teams.
yeah.
When there's like inaugurations, when there's different things
Yeah.
in general, right? And the national anthem has to be sung. A lot of people have sung it before. But the question is, money to mouth. If you were to bet your last 5,000, Miss Q Rams, Zinzi, I know you guys are in the chat, and a couple of you, I'm seeing a couple of you, I know you haven't commented, but how well do you think you know the South African national anthem, word for word? Your last 5,000, how well do you think you would be able to come? You went off as a
Yeah, but I know that the last part is our friend. In South Africa, our friend. But I wish we can play the clip from Trevor, on how, he sees black people and African people singing the national anthem. Because he's like, for black people, when it comes to the Afrikaans part, Eight blow van onze hemel, 80 diepte van ons hemel. Worden zeer
Over the mountains of the horizons.
Is the Gebertes.
Yeah.
Even our teachers, they didn't even know the national anthem. They were
So
just
sing
sing.
Oor ons ewige.
Yo.
That's the word. Oor ons ewige gebertes.
Yeah.
Wabana. So how are you obviously the come very close together.
They never kheme.
Yeah.
But I think it's a very interesting one to give ourselves a challenge.
Yeah.
Each one of us needs to take a video or be taking a video singing a national anthem.
The national anthem.
We are here. We can't even sing national
but a
anthems.
portion of the national anthem.
African,
The part that
If
you
you
think
guys
you
do
struggle
this
with.
Setswana one,
Yeah.
fun, you guys will know it.
We'll
Yeah.
know how
Right,
to,
so-
but the Zulu,
English.
there's Zulu and English.
I think the English
English,
for-
yeah, shy.
English is the English part. Sounds the call to come together and united.
Men
we
united.
shall stand.
Men united, we shall
Men
stand.
united. funny stuff. So when I talk to us, how well do you think you know the South African national anthem? If you're so confident in yourself that you know it word for word without looking at the lyrics or reading them, please send through your video or a voice note using the number 060-493-3226. Dial the number 060-493-3226. We'd absolutely love to hear from you, man. How well do you think you know the South African national anthem? Yes, sir.
Yeah, still on that, while we are waiting for your thoughts on top of thoughts, there's something that I want us to discuss in terms of what is it that you would choose if you are in this situation. Imagine your bills are covered, your fridge is full, your bank balance looks healthy, everything is covered, you are happy, and life is looking smooth for you and your family, right? Your work lights you up, you wake up excited, your paycheck is the modest. But on this one, we know that there is always a twist to people who are earning more and the people who are earning less. Given an option to earn 50,000 Rand doing something boring, would you go with that option, or would you go for earning less? Let me say 8,500 a month for something that you love. Which one would you pick? We know that earning 50,000 Rands, gets you closer to your dreams. You spend as much as you can, whatever that you want, you can just right away swipe it, tap it wherever you go, draw. Which draw?
So tap it.
Understand? Which one would you go for? Earning less and doing what you love.
Absolutely. Earning less and doing what I love.
Earning less and doing what you love.
Absolutely.
Why?
Absolutely.
In serious economy.
Absolutely.
Man, think of the latest iPhone, bro.
Oof.
I'm not an
17 Air.
An Apple
17
fan.
Air, bro.
I'm not an Apple fan.
Sure, what resonates with you, but think of those holidays.
Man, earning less and doing what I love.
Bali.
Earning less and doing what I love.
Yeah.
I'm for that. I've always been for that. Even I think like I've mentioned quite a few times before that I was fortunate enough to find myself slightly earlier than my peers, right?
Yeah.
And with that, I knew what I wanted to do. I knew what I believe I was called for and what my purpose is, and with that I found what I love along with finding myself and I'm there, man. I'm for people doing what they love, for people doing what they are passionate about. And I don't want to resent. I don't want to resent my job. I don't want to resent the people that I work with. I don't want to resent my life. And then 10, 15, 20 years down the line, says should have, could have, would have. I don't want that. I've seen it. I haven't experienced it, but I've seen it, and we've heard stories come to about different, right? And so I'll always be for do what you love. Do what you love. Even if it doesn't, don't get me wrong. I want the bag. Like everyone else, I absolutely want the bag.
But in the right way.
But
be paid for things that you love.
Absolutely. Be paid for what I'm good at. Like, I love my job and I job my love. Come on, my brother.
Job your love.
Understand that? So absolutely, that 8,000 is not a lot versus the 50,000.
50,000.
But I'll be happy. And happiness doesn't only lie in finances. Brother. If I have a full life, I have people who love me, people who appreciate me. I'm involved in spaces that I love, spaces that love me back, spaces that give to me as much as I give to them. Then I'll be happy.
I think the most important ingredient, or should I call it a fruit, of peace, is happiness, right? So if you're doing something that you love and you're doing something that you are happy with at most times, you are going to live for the longest of time.
A full life.
We have seen people who are stressed, right? But there's so many ways to look at this, just to explore the discussion and the subject itself, to say, okay guys, for me I believe that 50,000 can buy me happiness. 50,000 can buy me out of the stress that I am in, because I'm able to book a flight and go wherever I want. I'm able to do whatever that I want. Like I have the freedom of choice where I'm at.
You see, I think a lot of people do have that freedom, that choice thing. But how many of them are truly happy?
That's the biggest question.
I think to a certain degree or an extent, and I could be wrong, and I absolutely stand to be corrected, but what I've found and what I've learned over the years is that even people who have that luxury of choice,
yeah.
People who do have that choice and that freedom and that luxury, right, often use those things as clutches and as fillers for their lives.
Yeah.
Yes, on a option Cape Town in the morning, but are you really happy?
Yeah.
Like, are you content? Are you like? Do you wake up and say, "Yo, yeah, man, this is the life.
This is the life that I want for myself."
You understand?
Yeah.
So, yeah, for me, I would take the 8,000 over the 50,000 any day, man. I don't want to wake up. I'm bored.
You don't love what you're doing, basically. You're only happy when you get the money. When you get paid, you're like,
it doesn't make you even hate because we
it's like 23 days or 20 days of suffering for that
you're just
one
going
day of
through the
happiness.
motions of your life.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do that. But what would you take? Talk to me.
Before we do that, Zinzi sent a voice note. Let us listen to what she had to say.
I think I know the anthem quite well, but you'll be the judge of it. Let me sing, right? Kosi sigeleli Afrika, maluphangangisu pondolwayo, izwa imithandazo yethu. Kosi sigelela thina lusapho lwayo, morena buluka sitshaba sa Yesu. Ufeditse lintsweli mathenyeho usibuluke sibuluke sichabasa Yesu sichabasa South Africa 80 blow van ons hemel 80 diepte van ons Heer waar ons vergeperdes van die kranse antwoord gee. Sounds a call to come together, and united we shall stand. Let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa.
Our friend.
That's on a part, yeah. That's a prince, but yeah, I tried.
Well done.
She really did.
I'll give her an 8 out of 10.
That is an absolute solid 8.
8 out of 10.
That is an absolute solid 8. Yeah. Lento maotwana le matshwenye.
Well done, Zinzi. You are better than most in our country.
Most
I promise you.
South Africans.
Absolutely.
You are better than most South Africans.
Absolutely.
Trust
I love
me.
it, man. So,
Trust me.
please send through your voice notes. We'd love to hear from you. How well do you think you know the South African national anthem? So talk to me, Mr. Mo.
Yeah.
What would you choose? 50,000 doing what you are bored at?
Yeah.
Or 8,000 doing what you are absolutely passionate about and what you absolutely love?
I think for me, people need to understand that as young as I am, I am not in your level, guys, in terms of experience.
Okay.
So for me, I think I would choose the 50,000 rand per month because I need the experience, right? I need to be a guy when I grow up, I have the wisdom, right? To say, guys, I chose money over happiness in my life. And to be where I'm at.
Look where I am.
Look where I'm at, right? So trust me, for me, I think I would choose the money because I'm someone who likes to buy stuff out there, right? I grew up in the age of, in an era whereby modern things, there is materialistic world. I mean, we don't worship and we don't idealize materialistic things, but I think we have grown to love them in a different way. We love gadgets, right? I would love to have the latest iPhone 17 Pro Max.
Okay.
I would like to have the latest GTI, right? Because I want those things for myself. I don't want those things for other people. I want to see myself in that car, driving, going to wherever destination that I want to. I mean, in today's day and age with our devices, we are seeing that you can have a lot of options to go wherever where you want in a moment.
Sure.
Right? Just with a click, you have the ticket. You can go to Qatar. As someone who loves soccer, till today, I still want to go and watch Manchester United play live in the Theatre of Dreams.
Okay.
I still want to go and watch, the UEFA Champions League final playing. I still want to go watch F1. I mean, F1, I think the basic standard ticket is over 50,000 rands.
Okay.
Right? So there are things that are costly out there, and I want the experience of those things.
Sure.
Right?
see.
And those things are among, what I love doing right now. I love doing what I'm doing right now. So it would be nice to broadcast from Dubai. So I need to have that 50,000 rand
Sure.
in my bank account each and every month. So I think I would choose the 50,000 rand that comes with because the option says boring, right?
Because I was about to say that you're
Yeah.
highlighting the positive.
The positive. So it's boring.
It's boring.
Hey guys, I love boring. I mean, I don't mind boring things. Trust me.
I don't think you understand.
Like there's boring and like boring to a point of depressing.
Yes.
We're taking it there, Chief. That's exactly where we're going.
Hi guys, you can buy depression away.
There's no
Hi.
way more.
Give me the man.
We know more from experience. We know that
Give me the man.
They are bored with their lives. They have a lot of money, but
Yeah.
they're bored. And what it does, because what resentment does is it leads you to end up doing things that you
don't
shouldn't
want
be
to do.
doing.
Yeah.
Things you said to experiment. I get up
Yeah.
so experiment social abana ba sekolo so tsamaya dindawo tse di out wa bona so le khotmane easy kwa ga go gorila go tletse dikoloi banyana eng, like it leads you to want to start experimenting
Yeah.
with things that are too far from you, man.
And eventually you become upset at yourself for
Yeah.
not wanting to pursue what
Your
you
passions and your loves, yeah.
because it will build that resentment.
I think this
And the man
question.
just cuts his feeling.
Yeah.
Akusana boela morago, it's 20 years down the line, Chief. You are 5 years away from retirement.
Yeah.
You do have the money. Amara uzoba ile matala opregile otinayo osile ipona lwela la upantshisa ipona labantwana yini izinto zenzayo babuya dina baba.
I mean, I think this one, it needs someone who is narrowly minded. Trust me. There are questions that, people who are narrow minded, they will tell you, I don't mind being depressed. Like, I don't mind it at all. Because for me, as someone who's open minded, I see myself, getting out of a situation of being bored. Like, I would make sure that I turn whatever that is boring me, I use the money that I'm getting to turn that thing into something that I love. Try to find, productive ways. Outside of that 9 to 5 that you're going into after work, are you going to work and sleep, or are you going to do something that is very productive that will make you feel energized to the next day, so that 50% of the energy you take it to the boring stuff, and then 50% of the energy you take it to something that you love. There are people right now who go to the gym. They're not going to the gym because they want to improve their health or get fit. They love going to the gym. So they will balance it to say, I know my work is boring, so let me use the money that I get from my salary to go to the gym because I love going to gym. So I think it's very important to hear from what other people have to say. So just let us know what you think, right? Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show is the hashtag to use. But going back to the comment section, Zinzi said, I'm just really looking forward for my leave and get to rest. If only I can take a vacation. But planning to take a vacation in March or April next year. And that's what Mtutu Zeli said. To say, guys, don't plan on festive season.
Yeah.
Don't want to go on vacation because things are expensive.
Yeah, right now. Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah, go to a holiday where a lot of people are back to work, where a lot of people are not even thinking about taking a leave or a vacation.
Yeah.
So it is a very great plan for you to, go on a vacation next year on March and April. Miss Q came through saying, good morning, Vooka Nation. Sivugile on this beautiful Wednesday. Blessed day to you all. Good morning, Miss Q. Hope that you also having
Hello,
a
Miss
good
Q.
morning.
Hey.
Then Zinzi came through and said, cheers to episode 176 and many more to come. Indeed. Thank you so much for speaking words into existence. Tomorrow it's 177. Sayipusha lento. Ms. Tembi came through, say good morning Vooka team and Vooka Nation, hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, hashtag Sevugile on a beautiful Wednesday morning. Good morning, Ma. Hope that you are also blessed on this beautiful morning. Stay safe and take care. We will absolutely do that. And then she comes through saying hashtag shout out to our boys nation. I'm happy to see you and hear from you again. Yesterday we didn't have Ugesi, but I am catching up. Thank you so much, Ma, for catching up. Yeah. We see that the Vooka Nation, we're not experiencing udaba yogesi sisodwa ngoba nathi we are from
guys look on vote 48 Dobsonville shem no keshapo kayo
phumi kunzima
no keshapo shem no taba mutlakasi but yeah man.
Yeah, so just to break the ice and get things going, there is a game that we're going to play, and of course I don't know what game. It's a surprise as I've been told. But let's get into it. 6 minutes till we hit 8 o'clock on the dot. And yeah, we've got some interesting news recap that we will go through with you.
Mr. B, money over passions and love. What would you take?
Money over love.
I would take passion.
Yeah.
But I also need to learn from the other experience, because sometimes it's difficult for one to choose one over the other if there isn't any context.
Okay.
So I would choose passion.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see you.
Yes.
I see you always, man. Like I'm
choose what you love.
Yeah, man. Like more you'll never.
Money can't buy happiness.
It cannot. It cannot, Braga. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It'll bring you about fun moments and great memories, and because you'll go to all these places and meet interesting people and stuff like that. But yeah, for the most part, and in the long run, I don't think that can be sustainable. Yeah. So yeah, man, very interesting stuff. So we have a very interesting game that I want to play with Mr. Mo right here, and because I'm the one who's always spotting the difference. Guys, let me open my timer here, my stopwatch, to see how long you can
spot the difference.
You can spot the difference, right?
I was very good in these games, guys.
How long do we usually give Mr. B?
2 minutes.
2 minutes, okay. Let's set that to 2 minutes and 0 seconds.
So I need to get the picture also.
Yeah, so you're gonna get the picture.
When I start,
I think it will come up
You
on
have
the
the
screen.
picture on WhatsApp, so I sent it.
Where on WhatsApp? Because you just see this only. Where did you send the picture?
Yeah.
Prompter. Oh, this one. Okay.
Cool.
Ooh.
Okay. So
It's looking at it, so we need to start. So the time starts
okay,
now.
the time starts now.
How long do I have?
2 minutes.
I have 2 minutes to spot the difference.
Yes.
Wait, what is this WhatsApp doing? Hey, what's it baking? Wait. Okay, Moose, can you please just move a little bit for me so that I can see? Hey, you go demand this thing. Yo, and I have to point now. Should I take the mic and go and
yes,
pinpoint?
you can take the mic and go there.
Yeah, because talking while here is not gonna work out. Right, let's see what we have right here, because I have very sharp eyes. I eat carrots, so I have 2 minutes to spot the difference. So I'll start here. The first one is there is no cloud here, right? So there's a cloud on this picture right here. There is no clouds. That is one. And then coming through, let's see. I always try to look at the trees. You look at this. Okay, this. What is this? A bee? Butterfly. Yep, there is no butterfly this side. This is two. And then I think the shape of I don't know what this animal is. It's a cat. Yeah. A rabbit, right? On its stomach. Here it looks like a wobble bubble. Here it's a circle. That's 3. And then here, yeah. And then we have this guy over here. Here he's peeking, he's looking at me, and this side he's not looking at me. That's 4. And then when we just go down right here, trying to look at the flower, that's 5. This one has this yellow, whatever that you call it, sunflower oil. And then there's no frog. There is a frog here. That's 6. It's 6. I'm left with 4. And then when you look at the doors right here, we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, the dots are there. The tree, there's a leaf, there's a fire, and then this bed over here. Mona Voroso. And then here he has the marshmallows. That's 7. And then here the frog. I feel like it has the frog one I'm done. The mushroom is here. The mushroom is
But that's the difference, the frog and the mushroom.
Wait, there's a mushroom here, and here there's no mushroom, right?
Yes,
That's number 8.
Okay.
You get it?
Okay.
And then on our tent, the tent, there is nothing. And then when you look at our tree right here, it has leaves, and then doesn't have, and that's 9. And then the last one, if we just look at the mountains right here, you would notice that the mountains are the same. The tree is there, and then you are going to roam around and check if the last one is I can't see the last one. I'm struggling with the last one. The sun is there, the cloud. Woo!
Yeah, no, 2 minutes was too long. 2 minutes was
But
too
I'm good.
long.
I'm good.
No, 2 minutes was too long.
I'm good with
But
this.
well done, Mo. Well done, my
Yeah.
brother. Do you have where the 10th one is, Mr. Mo? Mr. B?
No, we'll come back.
Okay, we'll come back to it. No worries. The time right about now is 59 minutes after the hour.
Angishayile.
7 o'clock.
Angishayile,
man.
brother. It's like a class presentation. But intwana yam mo, la uyapasa.
Now we are passing, man.
Awuphasile intwana yam.
Literally a minute before we actually like 15 seconds before we hit the hour, 8 o'clock on a Wednesday morning, the 12th of November. Talk to us. What are you planning on doing in terms of trying to break the midweek slump? Today we have all things great for you. Going to be talking all things sports related, and of course a comedian is going to come through and try to give us a chuckle or two. So with that being said, we've been talking for a while. Let's quickly you and I, Mr. B and Mr. Mo, run to the loo, grab a glass of water, because the weather is giving, guys. It's a bit warm, it's nice, it's sunny, the sun is out, the birds are chirping and singing, and so our spirits are up, right, in trying to not let the midweek slump get us down. So with that being said, quickly run to the loo, go pay our bills, and then you and I and the rest of the team will see each other right after this.
Yeah, but just before that, a quick announcement that we're going to be joined by Ulinda Hasi, right?
Yes.
He's going to be with us on the line after the short break. Linda Hasi is a South African business strategist and innovation leader. He serves as a group COO at the African Entrepreneurship Development Corporation. So we're going to be talking to him everything SME growth and innovation. I know that there are a lot of young people out there who are entrepreneurs, and they're looking for entrepreneurship development skills. So Mr. Linda will be joining us. So please do make sure that you do not go anywhere and you don't switch the dial.
I'm so you don't go and break my heart. I'm so confused, babe, I just don't know. So now I gotta make up my mind. Do I wanna leave it all behind? I can't let you go so easily. 'Cause baby, we got chemistry. Oh, so now I gotta make up my mind. Do I wanna leave it all behind? No, I can't let you go. No, I don't. No, I don't. Yeah, 'cause baby, we got chemistry. I should've known better, Aisha. I should've known better that I'd lose. I should've known better. Tell me that this wasn't all for nothing. I should've known better than I did. I should've known better. Love's love, man. I should've known better than to give my all. It never works out for me.
minutes past 8. Good music, good vibes is what we bring you. You're still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show. Your energetic start to your day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. A very good morning to wherever you are watching and listening from. Hope that you're having a good time because we are going to be with you up until 10 a.m. So talk to us, engage with us throughout our social media platforms. We have Vooka Breakfast Show on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. If you want to dial us in and talk to us or send your voice note, the number to dial, which is open right now, is 060-493-3226. As promised, that before the break, we are going to be joined by Linda Hasi, who is a South African business strategist and an innovation leader. He serves as a group COO at the African Entrepreneurship Development Corporation and Chief Innovation and Technology Officer at the Young African Entrepreneurs Institute. Currently a Master of Management in Digital Business candidate at Wits Business School, he focuses on entrepreneurship development, digital transformation, and operational leadership, but known for empowering young African entrepreneurs. He blends academic insight with practical execution to drive the SME growth and innovation. He is here joining us on the line. Mr. Linda, very good morning to you. Welcome to the Vooka Breakfast Show. How are you doing this morning?
No. Thank you, Banele. My name is Linda. Thank you for having me to your show.
Yeah, it is an honor to have you and looking forward to get into the business of what we will be talking about. My name is Moketi Maimane, and together I am with Musi Mist right here. We are going to be in conversation with you and just to get to know you, because this subject, it really intrigues us as it's talking about young people, right? Young entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And what is it that they really need to do, because some of them, they are clueless about the information that they need to know in terms of the SME development. But with that being said, please tell us, what do you really do?
So, under the African Entrepreneurship Corporation, I'm not sure if you can hear me. I'm just hearing music on my side.
Sorry, I forgot to turn it down. How about now?
All right, cool. We're fine now. So, a part of the work we do at the Young African Entrepreneurs Institute is to make sure that we facilitate entrepreneurship activity across the country. In doing so, we are able to solve the problem of unemployment. We're able to solve the problem of low entrepreneurship activity, meaning that young people that are less participating within entrepreneurship channels, like starting your business, whether it's in consulting, whether it's formal, whether it's informal. So in that, we're able to then, from a program or in a programmatic way, move entrepreneurs from just entrepreneurship or entrepreneurial intent to action. So between intention and action, there is a program that particularly facilitates that, and we have different programs that, of course, help entrepreneurs move from one zone, which is intent, to the next, which is action, meaning that now they're starting their own businesses.
So throughout, what is it that you have noticed that young people lack in terms of progressing with, their small, medium enterprises and getting things where they need to be?
Look, for sure, like for the first thing is definitely compliance, right? Being able to comply with different bodies, whether it's your institutions, whether it's your governments, so that your things can particularly move. Whether you're not registered for supplier database, you don't have a tax pin, things like that. The formalization component of things that then would particularly lack in that component, but also looking at the business as a long-term avenue than really a short-term avenue of making quick money. But we'll find that also entrepreneurs lack the skills, because we can start a business, but now what are the skills that you particularly need to sustain those particular business? And hence we have a program also in that directly facilitates, or that directly elevate entrepreneur skills called the Youth Entrepreneurship Skills Initiative, which then we take entrepreneurs through critical skills that are particularly needed to drive a sustainable venture and enterprise.
Very interesting. So now, as we have identified some of the problems that young people have, now if I am Moketi and I'm an aspiring entrepreneur, right, and I joined the Young African Entrepreneurship Institute, what is it that when I am done maybe attending the program, in whatever time, given, what is it that I'm going to come out with, and what is it that I will be knowing in terms of going forward and putting things into action?
Okay, I'll give you maybe to address that question maybe directly. So we have a program called the Emerging Innovators Program, which is a 12-month program in partnership with ABSA and Visa. So in that particular program, we have within the Young African Entrepreneurs Institute an advisory department that deals with, of course, advisory work in terms of then facilitating that growth within an SME. So in that advisory department has coaches. So people within that program have coaches that they consult with each and every day, but also not only the coaching component of it or the mentorship component of it, but also the financial component of things, because now we understand that in as much as yes, you come into a program, but your business operations need that particular initial fund or initial seed to make it grow. Yes, you can have the information, yes, you can have the skills, but now if you don't have the particular capital, at least the start capital rather, to at least move you a bit forward, then it becomes also a stumbling block. So we try to address the problems that SMEs face holistically in that sense. So as someone that will come out from that particular program with that particular funding, that support, and that growth that will have experienced for the 12 months that are within the program.
Yeah. Very interesting stuff, man, and I feel like it will be very beneficial for all the people who are involved in. But before we get to the boot camp, I know that you guys have planned a training boot camp that's coming up not too long from now, right? Let's talk about who your target market is specifically, because I know that all of these things, don't necessarily always cater for everyone. Not just any Tom, Dick, and Harry can come through and go on and take part in this initiative that you guys are driving. But who is your target market, and what kind of entrepreneurs are you guys looking to work with?
So the boot camp in particular is a preparation boot camp, in a sense that it prepares the entrepreneurs that had pitched during the Youth Entrepreneurship Tour, Youth Innovation Challenge. So those people, we selected them from different provinces, 10 each. So 10 people from Limpopo, 10 people from Mpumalanga, and now we are saying, okay, you have pitched, but we have noticed also some things that you're not getting right. So let's put you through a boot camp to prepare you in terms of then what is particularly needed. So meaning that then the finals in the next coming week, the 20th, will then be intense in terms of then people are prepared and people know what is being required of them, right? So in that, they're able to prepare properly. But now, the program itself is called the Youth Entrepreneurship Program, which is a bunch of initiatives that were put together to achieve that goal of moving entrepreneurs from intent to action, right? So our target market would be people not in education or training to instill that idea of entrepreneurship. We worked with partners like SASA, for example, for their beneficiaries to say that let's particularly move those beneficiaries from just people that are receiving grants to people that then start their own business. And in fact, in the Northern Cape, there is a lady that has started a chicken business where thing is she sells the eggs from the chickens and she sells the chickens themselves. So in that, there's a testament that in actual fact, that movement can particularly happen. So our target market will be that, but also people with ideas about starting a business, people who have already started a business but they need continuous support, people who are innovators. So those are, or young people rather, that are innovators. Those are people that we particularly target.
Very interesting, because I think the most important part of this is when someone right now is watching and listening, they would think of reaching out and saying, "Are you available in certain provinces?" So, in terms of the scale of the institute, are you guys offering and rendering all of the services that you offer to South Africans, or you focus on specific provinces?
So our base of operation is of course Gauteng, but we operate nationally. So through the Youth Entrepreneurship Tour, we're able to visit each and every province every year. So we've done that from the last 2 years, visiting each and every province and dispersing that particular knowledge and on opportunities, because what we believe in is a collaboration or partnership model, which looks at different partners that then come together and say, let's then particularly achieve this particular goal. So we'll find government institutions coming through, we'll find private sector coming through, dealing with different things. So that, hence I'm saying that our solutioning is particularly holistic, meaning that even our model of solutioning, it comes ecosystem based, right? Because now, as an organization, we can't do everything, but if you have partners, different partners that support you, like APSA, like Visa, then you're able to achieve that particular goal, and you're able to then propagate young people or pathway young people into opportunities of entrepreneurial growth and entrepreneurial action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, very intriguing. But talk to me, Linda. This all sounds great when we talk about this. When we talk about it like this, right? But there's someone who doesn't really comprehend what the drive behind this is, or what the end goal is, right? In terms of trying to develop young people in and around our communities, and of course have a proper SMME that's working and on a very high functioning level. But at the same time, I want us to discuss the footprint that you guys are trying to have. Is it local based, like Mo just mentioned, in terms of, are you guys regional, are you provincial, or is this based on having a very broader footprint in terms of taking it even outside of the country and possibly overseas? What does the footprint look like, and what is the aim and the goal that you guys are trying to execute and achieve at the end of this?
No, most definitely. Great question. I think we have done the national tour, right? But now part of our strategy in the next coming years is to, of course, move beyond the borders of South Africa and assist other African countries. And hence, our even our names, African Entrepreneurship Development Corporation, is a DFI, development and finance institution that then seeks to then target or build African capability with regards to entrepreneurship and the support that is needed. So most definitely our move, and as part of our strategy, is to move beyond the borders of South Africa and have an enterprise that holistically serves the African continent in terms of entrepreneurship, because in that sense we believe that entrepreneurship then becomes a solution for things like unemployment, things like poverty. So in that, our continent is particularly struck by that. So we believe that then by making sure that we organize and implement entrepreneurship programs and implement entrepreneurship solutionings within different countries, then that will solve that particular program. We are currently in talks with Kenya, trying to then formulate a relationship to say that how then do we support the people of Kenya with the programs that we have, right? So that's part of our strategy. And in fact, even on international waters or Western countries like your Italy, your German, some of our entrepreneurs or our executives would go there and particularly they spread the particular word of the word of the the work that we do. So in that, then we then particularly then have people from a global community then realizing what we particularly do. So in that, but our immediate goal is to encapsulate South Africa, but also from that move upwards to other African countries.
I love that. I love how you guys are
Yeah.
at the moment basing it in South Africa. Starting at home first before
Yes.
moving outward. But look, the conversation of entrepreneurship and being a businessman is one that is had quite oftenly so, right? And a couple of weeks ago, we had a lady who specializes in finances and brokership and all of those things, right? And we were trying to dissect the difference between entrepreneurship or being an entrepreneur versus being a business person. Right, and the two, I could argue, I stand to be corrected. You're the one who's a bit more well versed. But talk to me. Let's try to really dissect and break down these terms, because these terms are oftenly thrown around, all willy nilly. We say, man, Linda, I want to become an entrepreneur. I'm a young person in Soweto. Hey, Linda, I'm a young person from Govala. I want to be a businessman one day. What is the difference, especially for someone like you, who's studying towards their master's degree now? What is the difference when we really, really, really break down the differences between entrepreneurship versus being a business person?
All right. No, thank you. So I think, the word entrepreneurship, then I would look at it a lens of formal and informal. So in the formal language, you would say particularly business, but entrepreneurship is something that then became particularly then popular. Of course, then there are studies that then pertain to particular entrepreneurship. But I think entrepreneurship is all about solving problems, right? And being a businessman, of course, it's also we imagine then having a firm that then provides certain value, which means that you have an input, you have a processing, and then you have an output, and then you run a business. So a business is very huge. You have marketing, operations, you have finance, you have HR, and then formulates the particular business that helps you then drive or transform resources into outputs, which outputs are then what customers are paying for. So then you then being a businessman then would be that. But I think I believe that there's not in particular difference in that, because even entrepreneurs, that people that look at problems and particularly provide solutions that are not particularly provided traditionally, then those people then are termed as particular entrepreneurs. And in that there's a risk element, right? Entrepreneurs the entrepreneur space rather is then seen then as a high risk space, where you had stories about people keeping their cars, people selling their homes, and right. So in that, then it becomes then that particular difference in a sense that entrepreneurs then becomes the Robin Hoods of business, while then you have the traditional way of doing business, right? In that. So yeah, I would put it like that but it's not. I would not say there's a huge difference, or we should be worried about the difference between being a businessman and being an entrepreneur. But I think the most important thing is being able to solve a problem, find a market for that particular problem, and then turn that particular problem into value, meaning that then as an income to the company. So I would put it like that.
Yeah. Very interesting and very powerful, Mr. Linda. And I would tell you that right now, if a young person is listening, they would feel very much, hopeful about joining the institute. But before we let you go, you mentioned that you guys work, with putting intent into action. A lot of young people right now, when they are looking into the economic state that we are in, they feel very, less hopeful in terms of them, taking part of the economic activities that are in South Africa. So what are some success stories that you can share with us? Because most young people, they're like, for me to believe in something, I think I need to hear the work that you guys have done so that I can know what I am getting myself into. So can you share some of the success stories that you have had from, the past?
Yeah, look, for me, I think the most inspiring story from the work, of course, I mean, entrepreneurs that I work with are very inspiring, right? But I would think that there's a lady from Mpumalanga called Xolile Mabuza, and she was just sitting at home, and she thought of something, right? She thought of bags, right? So those bags come from tires, right? Like tires from cars. And then she made those bags, and we were able to support her in terms of delivering that. And fortunately, her bags were in Woolworths, in Sandton, in Woolworths, in Waterfront, and she even had an opportunity to design a bag for the Prince of the United Kingdom, right? So if you look at particular things like that, those things are particularly inspiring, right? You have people like Joseph that work with communities around Soweto, helping them establish businesses, helping them be compliant, right? You have people like Raymond Makwako from Limpopo who are making wine from orange, which is, so you are used to wine coming from grapes, but this young person is now pushing a brand of wine coming from oranges, right? So those are the few stories, like the lady that I spoke to you about from Northern Cape, who in particular is has did start a business from just the money that she got from the relief fund from the government. So those are the things that then also keep us moving, right? In terms of the inspiration, it goes both ways, right? We're also inspired to do more when we see young people take up opportunities. Yes, the climate of unemployment is very dim at the moment, but I think that's an opportunity, right? That's an opportunity for us to take, right, as young people, and say, let's venture into things that they can particularly generate income for us, but also create jobs in that. And we are here as the Young African Entrepreneurs Institute saying that we have the capability or the capacity to then help you shape your business to be a sustainable business, because businesses don't survive 5 years in the market. So how then do we solve for that and make them sustainable and create, sustainable jobs, right? So I think, as much as this is happening, but it's some sort of a call for all of us as young people to then start looking at different avenues for economic emancipation or economic growth. And this opportunity is, if you see it like that, I think that should then particularly inspire you to say that every young person has a dream, every young person has an idea, every young person goes around and sees a problem, right? So the only difference then will be the people that see a problem and do something about it, and then turn that into a particular business or value generating enterprise. So for me, that it's something.
This, of course, calls for young people, because it is a movement, that's already on a board. So, in terms of where people can get you, where can people get hold of you guys?
Yeah, so I'll just share our social media first, and then I'll just give you then the number, the WhatsApp number that you can text for any inquiries, because we have an upcoming program on the 21st at Galaga Convention Center, and on the 20 on the 21st and the 22nd at the Riverside campus, where we have then exposing young people into markets. So we're having that at Riverside here in 4 ways, and then they can have go into our socials, Young African Entrepreneurs Institute. That will be, of course, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Our handle would be, of course, YAEINPC. They can reach us there, but for direct, then reaching, of course, you can DM us, and then there's going to be a response to that. They can then text us on our WhatsApp, which is 078 380-7581. That is 078 380-7581. So that they can particularly then reach us there, so we can have a conversation and share, of course, the opportunities that we have for them in particular.
With that being said, Mr. Linda, thank you so much for your time. It was absolutely an honor to be in conversation with you.
Thank you very much for having me. It was a lovely conversation.
Yeah, have a great day ahead of you, my good sir.
Thank you very much.
There you have it. Vooka Nation, Linda Hassie from the Young African Entrepreneurs Institute. Everything that you need to know about the SME development and how to make your business sustainable for longer than you can ever think of. Right? So what we're going to do right now is to take a short break and let that information digest. And then when we come back, we're just going to touch on the news recap that we started with when we began the show. So don't switch the dial.
Ya no quiero nada de discusiones, ni quiero que me estés comprando flores. I'm doing much better, yeah, did you notice? Ya me olvidé de tus errores. Sí que estoy llamando a estas horas, pero estoy sanando esta hora. Ya es muy tarde, ya no llores, ya no llores. Aunque estés sangrando, te ignoro. Llámame cruel, no te valoro. Hiciste guerrera y esta guerra yo gané. Ahora ven y mira, mira, mírame. Es como que nunca.
8:30. There's a time and you're still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show. It is your energetic start to your day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. Talk to us, engage with us throughout our social media platforms. Right now, we are live on YouTube. Well, all you need to do is to press the subscription button and the notification button so that whenever you're live, you will be notified. And across all social media platforms, it is still Vooka Breakfast Show. Our line is open for calls. If you want to send your voice note, also the number to do that at 060-493-3226. Before the break, we promised that we're going to go through some of the news recap that we have for you. So let's get straight into it. On the one that we have, the one that is on our talking point for this morning is the question that was asked by Mr. Tony Forbes, who ordered the hit. And he spoke as Ndimande brothers have arrived in South Africa. So what happened is the Ndimande brothers have extradited from Eswatini to face the charges in the 2023 murders of rapper Keenan aka Forbes and his friend Tebello Tibbs Motswane. The suspect arrived at King Shaka International Airport under heavy police escort, marking a major breakthrough in the long-running investigation. Tony Forbes, father of the late rapper, welcomed the development but questioned who commissioned the hit, highlighting ongoing uncertainty about the mastermind behind the killings. The brothers are among 7 accused, including alleged gunmen, all charged with murder, conspiracy, and unlawful possessions of firearms. The extradition follows months of diplomatic and legal negotiations between South Africa and Eswatini. So what is going to happen next is the brothers will appear in Durban's High Court, joining the co-accused as the case progresses towards the trial. Families and fans of AKA and Tibbs continue to call for a full accountability and justice for the mastermind behind the murders. And right here we also have the clip of the Ndimande brothers wanted for the murder of rapper aka and Tibbs Motswane. They have arrived in KZN from Eswatini and they will be charged. When more development is coming, we will let you know. But for now, let us quickly jump into the video that we saw on our news and on our screens of the brothers arriving at the airport.
Corporate HR, and he used to report to the division head employee relations, Kolani and Nisa, who would be in a better position to actually explain. He Lefo Makoba's position, but Lefo was always involved in where disciplinary matters is operated from. So he was running in that section. I don't know his exact position.
You're watching live visuals from King Shaka International Airport, where we had been anticipating the Ndimande brothers to arrive. This is, of course, in the wake of their extradition from Eswatini. These are the individuals who are said to have been implicated in the murders of Keenan aka Forbes and Dibelo Tibbs Motswane. They had a
Since the accused are now going to be called forward, we are going to let you know what will be the development in terms of what is going to be taking place with the case. As mentioned, that so many thought-compelling conversations that we are going to have on this morning. And another one we are about to get into. Mr. Thomas, who is a pro at Fathers FC, will be joining us just after the break. But you know that there is so much, of course, to be looking into and so much that we need to unpack right here. All you need to do is to stay with us on YouTube by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. But to get into that, Mr. Thomas Pinda Mafuyeka, a community leader, public relations officer, club leader at Fathers Football Club. He has the honor of representing the football club, a community-based organization rooted in unity, mentorship, and positive social impact. As one of the club leaders, he is passionate about creating an environment where football becomes more than just a game. It transforms into a powerful vehicle for personal growth, discipline, and community upliftment. Right? That is a conversation that we are about to have after the short break. Right,
still in conversation,
yeah.
Mr. Mo, you know that today we're actually celebrating 316th day into the year, right? And of course that also marks that we're left with 6 weeks until we say goodbye 2020 vibes and hello 2026. Only 49 days remain to the year, and I can't wait to see what next year brings about. So talk to me, what do you have planned for this festive season? We heard yesterday from Umtutuzeli that we should take care of our finances and not get wrapped up into the hype of the festive season. The time right about now, 35 minutes after our 8 o'clock on a Wednesday morning, the 12th of November 2025. Still hanging out with us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network. And of course, you know that you're still spending some great quality time with myself, the one and only MWOCWE. My name is Musi, Mr. And I'm not alone. You know that Mr. P is here, and of course, Mweketi, the son of Mother Nature, is here. I see some people jumping onto our comment section. Our very own in-house family member, Osvaldo Nyaka, coming through saying good morning, team. Shout out to the team and the movement. Yeah, shout out, Mr. Ozzy. And then Upumla Langa. Hey, Pumla, it's been a second, man. It's been a minute and a half since you last came through. Pumla says, with everything happening in the law enforcement in our government, what an interesting time to be a South African. Very, very. You know that if things are done in the dark, the truth will come out in the light. And of course, that's what we're experiencing right now. And so with that being said, after the break, we're going to be hanging out, like Mo said, with Mr. Thomas. And I can't wait to get into the conversation of all things of football and sports, like we do right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show every Wednesday morning. Another comment comes through from Upumla saying, anyway, haven't been here in a while due to exams, but hey, morning to the Vooka Nation. Hey.
Morning, and how morning, are the exam going?
Yeah, actually.
How are the exams going?
Yep.
Awubona imusi. Awubona imusi.
I'm not seeing smoke. You can't see me.
Yeah.
You can't see me. So with that being said, after the break, we're going to be hanging out with Mr. Thomas, like Mo said, and it promises to be a very interesting conversation, man. He's the PRO of the Fathers FC, right? And it should be an intriguing one. So with that being said, don't change that dial. Stay there. Just tell a friend to tag a friend that the Vooka Breakfast Show is live and kicking. Let's quickly run to the loop, pay our bills, and then you and I and the rest of the team will see each other right after this. Cool stuff.
Said you needed space. Said you needed more time to think. So you went away. But you still would stay in my dream. Now you're back for more. Why you in my reality? My head closed the door. Even though my heart just won't leave. That was then.
Still with us on this beautiful morning, not any morning but a Wednesday morning, getting rid of the midweek slump. Talk to us. We're talking about the year-end fatigue. Let us know if you are experiencing the year-end fatigue. Are you there? And what do you think companies should do to get rid and mitigate what we call the year-end fatigue? It's November, and surprisingly, we are left with 54 days, if I'm not mistaken. You will correct me. 49 days, right, till we end the year. Very interesting things have happened, and very interesting things are still going to happen. But one of the interesting happening right now is being joined by Mr. Thomas Pinda, the owner, and he has the honor of representing Fathers Football Club. All about clubs, Vooka Club, Football Club, now meeting the Vooka Club, and it's about to get interesting. Talk to us, use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. If you want to call in or send your voice note, the line is still open. 0604933226. That is the number that you need to dial. But without wasting any of our time, our guest is here. He's joining us on the table. The table is looking cozy and we're looking disciplined because community upliftment is what we always thrive for. Mr. Thomas, very good morning. Welcome to the Vooka Breakfast Show. How are you doing this morning, my good sir?
There we go.
My brother, thank you. It's a privilege and an honor to be part of the show this morning. I'm hoping good Namajita, they dialing in at work, they dialing in, they tuning in. But yeah, good morning to your listeners. Good morning to Abantbase Dobsi. Good morning to Abantbase Snake Park at Chulan.
Oh, Salanga Setulani.
Shout out.
I see.
Really nice.
Block 7. Block 7. Yeah, like block 4 corner.
Yes, I know. I'm a game so I'll stay there.
I see. Okay, very interesting stuff. Hey, welcome, my brother.
Yeah, so you're here, you're representing, because what we read about you is that you are a very passionate man about creating environment where football becomes more than a game. It transforms into a powerful vehicle for personal growth, discipline, and community upliftment. But before we get deep into that, talk to us in terms of who is Thomas Okulawako to be where you are right now.
All right. So mina ekasi, I'm known as Upinda, aka Hoyo Hoyo. We'll get to that part. Mina extension 4. So I grew up in Snake Park. I went to Maibuye Primary School, 95. We were the first generation there.
Wow.
Finished my matric Sebeta, block 8. From there, went to varsity at the Val. Came back, started working, sent in. Lived the Kasi, I think, for the past 30 years or so. Then eventually left the Kasi, went to, find family, got married, got my own house. But, if you grew up in an environment where things went easy for you, you never forget where you come from. And I think it's a story of most of us, fathers, whereby today we are successful in our own right. However, every Sunday we make it a point that is Sekas. So similar to me, I found, a place where I can call home outside of home, fathers, because we grew up playing football. Ngithola thina besishaya ke ezase for bayazi kapha konke. Thina masadlala bekusana bo PJ Stars ngithola. Besikapha. So it happened that obviously you grow older, amathima ayafa. Then amachita say and I will say esnege the core, ngada over the bridge. Then started pulling us together to say, man, gents, there's a need which is to begin in football, and that's how we got here. That's how we eventually, leave our comfort spaces and come back like us to try and drive this change. And I mean, as we go through the conversation, you'll hear some amazing stories, things that we've done in the past, 4 or 5 years, So that's who I am, and on a personal front, But in like us, I grew up here. I went to school here. My kids still go to Gogo here. So my life is here, man. Yeah,
man. And you are representing. And I know when we talk about representing, we see some of the people coming on the comment section, right? People like Abafana Nabu, Nontantla Matiniso saying, shout out to Fathers Football Club. We have a KFest only saying #Asnavados. And he comes back and say #Fathers of Football Club. And we keep on hearing fathers. And I know that there's someone out there who is, asking themselves, what inspired the name and how did the name really come? Let's name the football club Fathers Football Club.
So basically, maybe let's start with how the team was formed, right? The gents saw a need to keep on training on Exen, Amachita. There's something that they used to call a morning show, right, where they just go there, Amachita trainer. And some of the guys back then, they decided to say, let's form a team. You need to be a father to participate in this team. And this was when, the team started. And they joined the tournament. I remember they said Block 11, and they had to put in a name because all teams need to have a name, and they put fathers. There was a guy Ulinda who lives close by Block 11. He then created a logo with a father picking up Ingosiak. That's how we then adopted the logo. So this was gents genuinely who love football, who decided to come together and form this institution, and then named it Fathers Football Club. And from the time we then came on board to where it is now, it has transitioned from strength to strength.
That is very interesting, because I think nowadays, as someone who's played soccer, we have seen that a lot of people bakula thinking that you just play soccer just right? But you guys, we're seeing you are creating a safe space for men to also come. So tell us, in terms of balancing football with the mission to provide a safe space for men to discuss their mental health. We know that this month also, talks about the mental health of men, particularly. So talk to us in terms of balancing that, making and providing a safe space for men to discuss mental health, relationships, and other personal struggles that they have from day to day.
100%. I think, football doesn't just end in the field of play. Saturdays we come in every morning before 7. There are conversations that take part before the training starts. It's a space that individuals, can open up. We create partnerships in the field. We also create partnerships off the field. As Fathers Football Club, we always encourage that everyone that comes bring your family with to the pitch. So on our game days on Sundays, you will find that our wives are there, our girlfriends are there, our kids are there. And what then that does is it allows us the opportunity to then start understanding you more, because you might have left the house which when but you then you get new friends, you know, and from those friends you then can be able to open up. But how it then assists in terms of mental well-being is that we don't disappear. We sit, we have that beer or two here and there, we converse, and you can already pick up when someone is down. You know, there's been an instance or instances, including myself, where I wasn't myself, and the guys would pick up, no, Chief, you're not okay. You know, there was a point where I got hospitalized, and the guys within the executive, because the father has got executive and he's got fans, he's got the players. Within the executive, they could easily pick up with because the quality of work that I used to put in is no longer coming out. Same when we're in the field of play. For example, but we've been trying to get you the ball, you're not scoring. Chief, what's going on? You know, you are letting in Amakola is. You know, we've got about 3 goalkeepers, and we know each character. Akani, we know good, you know, strong lana, Kumalu strong lana, Roy strong lana. But you can tell when the guys are not well, and that from us as his executive, it allows us to have a conversation with you to say what's going on. And then there are some guys who are then willing to open up, and then we can be able to either help or guide in terms of which best route to take to deal with this situation that you're going through. So if you do not have a backup, there's a lot of guys that are struggling, you know, that you see this guy cannot sit there. You know, he comes to the field of play, and because of we are there for the day, it makes him feel better for the rest of the week. It gives him courage, because you get guys like me who sleeps like 4 hours, 5 hours a day to say, Chief, you need to push. You know, you are saying, can we try this avenue? Can we try that avenue? And as a collective, we then come together and try and support that particular individual. Sure.
Talk to me. I mean, we just mentioned men's mental health, right? And I love how you guys have conversations prior and even after a training session in a game. But yesterday we were talking about culture preservation, and one thing that came up is toxic masculinity, especially amongst Amachita. You know, we ridicule each other, must clearly. It's unfortunate. Well, it's not, I would say it's unfortunate, but the example he made was a funny one. But it's a serious one that has been done before. I won't mention it, but into uthi endlini awusasha ispan sakho ezi out.
Yes.
Mawuzivalele ekamureni nomuntu wakho. You know, that's the example he made. And mangutshela ngithi Thomas ukonke ngihosolo so you're going to pretend as if wamamela mara mawufika ematiteni kuhlekiswa ngani. You know, kwenziwa ijoke ukuthi hayi man yazi umwekethi kanje. How do we break the toxic masculinity, especially because we've seen ukuthi lamanye ama-traumas now aphume ebuntwaneni?
Sure.
You understand that you went through something, maybe umama bekakuchika bongakwazi ukuphakamela i-off lakho mara imeli endlini so yayishaya mayichika ukuthi wena Thomas le bhola lakho in sobe isandla. How do we break those cycles, especially as young men who are coming now, becoming fathers ourselves, becoming itime lasendlini? How do we break toxic masculinity in and around our communities?
Yeah, you know, it's a very sensitive subject. You know, so Tina, as Fathers Football Club, we believe in partnerships, right? So we've partnered with the likes of Amachita Sekasi, Soweto Young Men United through Itezi session. What the guys then do every twice a year or quarterly, they have a Matezi session where we then open the floor for Amachita Utimchita Kuluma. Because what then tends to happen, if in mindset Machita or around one, it's negative, you are going to adopt that, right? Now there's this tendency, and that business is booming exactly to a point of whereby you are drinking excessively, you are smoking too much, you are not coming to training on Monday, participating, you're not active, probably you've got a chronic disease that you are not talking about and you are not even taking a medication for. Therefore, therefore it affects your performance impacting. When Imedi tries to address this thing, you become violent because unfortunately most of us, we grew up through violence. Tina sile group the last ones to punishment. So you think that's the way to handle things. When you then are in a institution like a father's football, you can always pick a mentor. You can always identify someone. I mean, I got married at 24.
Really?
Yeah, I'm 36 now.
It's about 12 years.
Yeah, I've paid my lobola. I mean, when we left Nemedi, I've paid my lobola. So guys that need relationship advice, and we've lived together basically since then.
Sure.
Guys that need relationship advice, they text me on the side like, hey Chief, I'm struggling. You know, Eldini, this is what's going on. Imedi is doing this. And where I can help, I help. You understand? And by so doing, I don't take those things and then go to the next person. Celebrate. I think that's the problem. We then end up having this conversation, a negative. So, Tina fathers, we believe mchita kuluma. If there's something a kawatayo, come forth, identify someone who's because the power of expressing your frustration. You know, as out, there's nothing wrong with color.
Yeah.
Anything I've been taught to you understand?
Yeah.
So no, and I'm going to Tina Caesar so you need to show that emotional side. And remember, football is also an emotional sport.
Yeah, it is.
You miss a penalty, you do something great, celebrate. So it is important to Amachita, they must always express how they feel amongst the trusted people, so that it becomes easier to accommodate them. You know, because if mina like mina ngileze zistoti tanda ukwarana mina ngabona ngathi ngizopress but uyabona ukuthi man umuntu ompressayo aka respond, then you need to ask yourself what's going on. You understand? And I think that space has been open with Fathers Football Club. Every Sundays you deal with a lot of stories, good, bad, you know, some of them traumatic, but we have to take them on. I mean, we've decided to which we are going to stand up for Recastle and lead. And leadership means you need to deal with these difficult conversations. And part of those difficult conversations might be someone older than you being in an abusive relationship. And as a younger brother, you need to show leadership, also call them into order if they're in the wrong. So in our environment, we don't tolerate EPBV at all. There's another institution like Block 10, Tutokili Sedi. They are against that. And we are in partnership with the ladies. Yes. So Tina, we don't tolerate it at all. And you know, with our leadership style, we don't mind calling you out whilst you are still providing guidance within spaces safe. Feel to under attack. You know, but we need to call you out. If you do wrong, you need to be called out, because if we encourage you or we don't call you out, it means what you are doing is right. You need to continue. And Tina, we are building an environment for abantwana bethu ebat mababona umunyu baba ba respect ba expect ukuthi uzongitreat the same njengoba. But if when ushaya incosi zakho, then it's going to be dangerous or not advisable for me to bring my kids close to your kids, because I'm trying to avoid them. And our kids meet every Sunday. So we try, which is encourage amachi to bafethu utafu vayosha punching bag, join the boxing, go to the gym, shama free kick, tubula ma shot. You know, cause Tina mau tubuli shot to good is accelerate, bro. I mean, if it even has a player of the match as an example. If you do something spectacular, we vote for you. It even goes as the club, as the fans, as the executive, as the players. We say, Chief, I know you outdone yourself. Nice. You know, so we try and encourage Amachita to do right. But obviously, you will have that unforeseen situation as well. Therefore, we deal with it case by case.
It's very powerful and inspiring to someone who's listening, because you guys, are a living testament to Guti. You know, football is more than just a game.
100%.
And I've seen it, as someone who has grew, and took principles like I'm a discipline, by playing football. But now you mentioned that there are things that you guys have done, success stories. I just want you to take us through, Guti. What is it that you guys have done that you feel like, people should be looking out for you and should be looking also to build the kind of movement in their own communities?
Sure. Maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I think the first one, and this is a very, to me personally, it was a very emotional journey that we took. So earlier this year, we challenged Boxback Prison to go play a match there.
Yeah.
And now the thinking is that yiboshwa lezi.
Azikomnandi. Zishawa ilanga.
Sikhohli ukuthi labantu badla izambane. Labantu bayajima la. Labantu abanamantombazane lapha. Yabo akunahenisi la. Basihlaba 4-0. Flat. But when we left Boxback Prison and drove out.
Yeah.
So thina sishaya inamba masifika siyacula
Shayi kuyiju,
siyenza siyangena la basifake ebhasini siyazwakala siyangena yabona masesijika sovele egroundini ayiku orange into
Bona tamadoda kuphela.
tu basa saculi
man.
yabona masehla khona enye outlet yala e7 I think uyamazi uphumlani umfene
Dala ngasaplomi kara.
yeah but khona enye out yasekasi umfene yase7 umfene makacala iyehle ebhasini memeza isiboshwa le oya general memeza esinye isiboshwa oya zasekasilam
Hayibo.
you see Tina, we went there for a soccer match, but we gave hope
To amachita
asekasi are there.
Yo, powerful.
You understand? So we left there. I think most of us we left there changed. You understand? I mean, I started going to, my brother was incarcerated, I think when I was 10, 11. So I started going to Abo Boxback, Abo Hitlerback, Abo Sun City very early. But on that day, I came out impact different. That is the first time in Zala.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I remember driving out in Amachita, Sayam, at Don Park, Malapaya. You know, guys who was Jelwood Bonabayalo, they were like, Eva Fetulianak Simpilo. You know, Sipumela Payana, Iman said it different. Sipumela, you know, and that worked well for us. It worked well for La Machita Ebesit Jala now and added hope to them.
Yeah.
You know, another thing that we are doing and we are pushing I think 4 or 5 schools Tulane.
Yeah.
Sebetsa Maibuye Toronkopu na Ibunamelo na Lesesewan I'll remember the name now. What we did is we've asked the school to identify between 10 and 20 learners from each school, and we came together in a PEP.
Okay, nice.
We then organized school uniforms for the kids.
Yeah.
We organized ikatulo for the kids. Also, we've partnered with, I'm not sure if you might know the lady, Put a Smile. So Put a Smile, it's also an organization in Snake Park that you know they normally collect shoes for the kids. So we also collaborated with them throughout the years. So that one, it's something that we wish to continue to do year on year because it contributes directly to ikasletu. You understand? It gives kids that abasibona sidlala on Sundays an opportunity to come bazosibukela. It gives them hope yokuthi nami ngayesikoleni ngifane nabanye abantwana. I mean, mina bengibhoza emalibisi pro. Mina lela khekhe liqinile nginalela bisinyalazi. Yangithola. So if I can be able ukuthi ngenze it different to someone's life, for me it goes a long way. So we've done that recently, and this project is not yet complete. There's one more component that we still need to do. There's a shack that bent. Okay, so there's two. There's a house that bent Ezola a year ago. Itime ngathi lishawa depression lezo. We went there, we renovated the house through a donation and collection from the team and other people. Like Block 5, we recently had one of our fans, Bashelwa Mkuka, Mantombazana, there's I think 3 of them. bashelwa mkhukhu. We then came together as a collective. We started raising funds. We were on our socials asking for donations. Umkhukhu mile today, bro. Umkhukhu nomnyango, umkhukhu namatlazu namawindo. This morning I was chatting to one of the guys, the Kasi, ukuthi they need to go and paint. We've already got the paint. I need to provide them with the chemical to clean, because we have umshini umkhukhu mausha kuba mnyama. So I need to clean that. But I think by the end of this weekend that project is gonna be sealed. So we don't only look at ukuthi ubani. If we can be able to extend the hand, we will extend the hand. The only thing I think at this stage where it becomes a challenge, we've now risen our bar so high that we cannot meet all expectations of the demands that we get. Because as much as we are a football club, we are also a registered CSI foundation. So, we're trying to see balance the two. But the football stuff, there we've got a great team manager, a coordinator and a coach doing the things la payana siaspana, but not on the executive side. We're also pushing a CSI project, and these that I've mentioned, it's just an example of what we've done.
Hey man, very proper.
It's proper and powerful,
man. It really sounds like you're implementing an impact, a proper cast in faith.
Definitely,
especially coming from siazi kasilini negativity.
Correct.
And the stigma.
Exactly, but what it also comes with is misconceptions, about amaklab wasekasi. Mina generation. It's funny that you mentioned PJ Stars being semuvanyana.
Okay.
PJ Stars. I had a couple of friends of mine. It's just that beba ngadlali disc, mara beba keletse PJ. Mara re khotse ka generation ya All Stars.
Yes.
Ye Dobsonville, Opera Sugar. I was part of that generation. What it comes with is misconceptions as well about amaklapa wasekazi. So nina ngefathers, since your inception, what are some of the misconceptions some negativity that people give towards a club, and how do you overcome those misconceptions and those challenges as well?
Proami, I will highlight two. One being the fact that sihlangana on Sundays, so kitchen Mrs. Kumba. You understand? Because of some of us have went on, saba successful. Now we are coming back so show off in Zimbizi. And because of us saba successful, the assumption is that la maji dane whereby Tina we are self-funded. There's a team of 10 people currently who are raising funds for the team to keep it afloat. You understand? So Tina, when we are there on Sundays, it is not about showing off. That is why today I can count 10 things that we've done for Recasletu that are great. Tina Mpetu, maunga pegara bantabada. We've got, I think if I'm not mistaken, we've had a player that played for Ilona, played with NFD, Skubutu. We have a player, Maxwell, who played for PJ Stars, that team that made the Coca-Cola Cup.
Oh yes,
he was part of that team.
Remember,
So you've got other players within Ekasi. Some are not even with us. Remember, Snake Park at Dala Besinga produce. I'm a player professional. But today, Bruam, the very same core fathers, it has other wings, other teams are pushing to, for example, the Toronto student. Which now the guys are with Toronto student, chairman corner, he's part of the fathers in terms of the greater structure. He's not in the executive, but he's a fan. He's always there on Sundays, right? The team manager, La Payana, and the scout Sabosida. The very same team that we are referring to is the same team that groomed the likes of Abumfundo Vilalazi, Abu Tabiso Sesane. I think even Umfana Lolipasa at some point played there. So I'm mentioning this to say the same guys that are sitting there crowding on Sunday looking like Bakiche Mrs. Kumba, Bapuzu Chwal, their mindsets have come together to contribute over and above what the person on the street on Rula could imagine that these guys are doing. You understand? So in misconception, which is we don't have inyuku siyahlanganisa si contribute uyangithola where possible amajita comes together but with ama tournament then isikhwama siyakhuphuka but in terms of now being a grounding on Saturday and Sundays at some point we had hope you know leyancosileyana ebeyikhawateka kubo engana something yokudla sometimes lapha esineke mawufika eblock 4 nokuthola isoup kitchen khona umjito odila ngesoup kitchen ofikayo lapha intwana ziyaqhuwa ziyagawula for the day and we've contributed if besinga host ekas is hostela somewhere else then that opportunity wouldn't have been there
you know Mr. Thomas I can tell you ukuthi abantu you know they downplay what you know sports code can do to our community because abantu most of them they are narrow minded ukuthi hayi kudlala ibhola nje yazi nabantu they are not even doing something that is important but we have seen you know across the globe across international ukuthi what football can do to communities
100%.
when these people play abantu bayeza businesses you know bayathengisa there's someone ohamba with profit to endlini ayodlisa abantwana or buy food to put on the table
nayi proof you say this Bobo's fast food and car wash this is proof and if you check like move there's a father's this is proof of what you're saying
and it's right here
umjita lona every time when we host he makes sure there's enough food he makes sure that for the guys who drink there's enough drink so that because must host abantu ababuya kumakasa different so asifuna ugcwala ikasi so ufuna izinto nazi you understand I remember there was a day amajita bewadlala and I think it was a Pirates and Sundowns game umjita went waya kwakhe wadonsa TV waplaga lapha yana amajita hlala abuke because of the business esimupha yona he's giving us the same love and support you understand and he's not the only one I mean there's people sebayazi with mazithi Sunday bandlula namasamusa there's people that they know ukuthi there's always business so this thing is going to grow I think you know it's getting to a point now where Fathers FC is no longer a football club it's a brand
exactly
you know when you go we were playing Iliki KFSL and then we moved to Soweto Super League. My brother, believe you me, mass post our Facebook. Right. Amachita they interact not. Ama socials that are active. I don't think like us there's a team and remember Tina Sama Masters is 35 and above. But we are so organized to the extent to which we want to grow this brand. We want to see this brand touching as many hearts as possible. You know, so with football we believe which we can contribute to the change you know and we can influence people who didn't even think that a football team can change their lives
exactly
you know
it's powerful man and I can attest to that you know there's teams because different communities by supporting the club they don't understand ukuthi khona abantu who are getting hired there are people who are being helped you know kids are being fed and you know when kids are being fed they grow up to become healthy and responsible healthy kids who grow up in the community 100%. Right so with Ilona in terms of the challenges that you guys have because we know now abantu when they hear of this kind of movement bazoza ngobuningi babo you know so now how do you handle that to say guys instead of maybe you coming nizo gwala Snake Park how about maybe open and then maybe Fathers Football Club will just come by and assist where it can so when it comes to that where are you what is the progress when it comes to that
so I think at for this season we were focused on adjusting to the new league right yes Fathers Football there's a lot of players over 60 players you know and stuff but other teams have already branched out other teams have already been started like we believe it's there amachite sihlale nawo amanye adlalile ekhaya ngada whatever that they do we support them whatever that we do we support I mean the fundraising ishoyo say block 5 we had a soccer tournament where ama teams we believe was there
Amaroto
No, Amaroto were not there. Konaleza se Chabavis Shana Gakubi. There's someone else saying Mkotwa, but there were 4 teams, right? These teams, as they came, they contributed to Mali. We played, right?
Sure.
But Tata Mali by Fagus Kwamen's fundraise. They won the tournament, but they left the funds.
Wow.
So it goes back to a point of which other people are seeing what we are doing and they are coming in. So same with us. When they have ask support, we then go to them and provide them the necessary support.
I love that.
Yeah, it's very powerful.
That, man, very, very, very. Just in closure, so that we don't keep you for too long. Because let's talk about what's next now in terms of the development, in terms of growth for your fathers itself. And how can someone obugele listening and watching from wherever they're tuned in from, how can they contribute to the initiative, to your fathers, to the drive and the development that you guys are trying to execute? What's next in the next 3 months, 5 years, 2 years for your fathers, and how can we get involved?
So I think in the next 3 months, in the next quarter that we're going to get into, we have affiliated to Gushaga. It's a big tournament. It's a Pitor. So what we are then doing is that we are now taking Ifarasi outside of Gauteng, which is one of the things that we wanted to do, not limit ourselves to Soweto. So we want to now expand outside of the border of Gauteng. To next year, we are going to drive a lot of CSI programs. We want to start having quarterly blitzes where we know that once a quarter, when we host Amalik games, we combine it either in a Tezi session, we combine it either in a fundraising, which is was obtaining ama uniforms. We want to ensure every quarter we're active. Then over and above that, what we would like assistance, where we would like assistance is when it comes to Ilona, contributions. I mean, now today on Sunday, our team manager lost his father. Our player lost his wife. 2 weeks back, one of our players' wife miscarried. So during this difficult time, we are coming together as a Fathers Football Club, and anyone who can assist with any type of donation, we do accept it, So we are contributing so that now Amachita must not feel the burden. Remember, as Seben's a song, and we want to make sure that our loved ones always have a dignified send-off. So that's something that we are doing now in the short term this week. However, in terms of the future, then, guys can get hold of us on our Facebook page. There's a fans group that I think our chairman can post on our Facebook page so that they can get in there. In that group, you can be able to comment, you can be able to reach out to inquire, do anything. Yes. So what we are asking for is basically more donations, more guys to come to the field when we are hosting a snake park, because then you will get the vibe. This hashtag Asnavalo, when we start singing that song, my brother, you will feel like a stadium because of how dedicated the team is. I mean, I have to say, Amachite too, they so dedicated in every Sunday, every Sunday, ground lenziwe, li prepared. Amachita sekas. Each is washiwe every week. Kit manager is doing the job. The team managers ensuring good Amachita, they know where to play. Abo coach, they make use of the best possible 11 that they can field to always win. Tina, we want to win as much as possible. You understand? We want to win on the field. We want to win off the field.
I love that.
And I think as a departing message, Fathers Football umphakathi, asomphakathini wasethulane, but we are willing to extend to go out kwamanye amakasi where possible and assist. So people can reach out to us, Fathers Football Club .co.za. We are on TikTok. We are on YouTube. So they can reach us anywhere basically. And then if you are there, you get the link to the WhatsApp, then come through and suggest. If you wanna deal with maybe me personally, I'll leave a number yami, the one that you can get me on, which is 083 527 0679.
One more time, please.
083 527 0679. Don't be scared, Maungena la Pubonu Hoyo Hoyo. It's the same person. It's just that I'm operating under that name on WhatsApp.
Man,
but before we let you go, Hoyo Hoyo, which position are you playing?
I'm having shy coach. Uguti aweko manini ngwakorile. Mara yabo bengwachai.
Okay.
Angidumanga mara
Ushaye
kho-
pali.
hayi abe ngilishaya khona
Ushaye pali.
abanye bayangazi kunjani ebasho
Yeah. Ngeke bakhulume iqiniso.
ya manje ngatholi injury ngisasemncane
Yeah. Awusangiyeni manje ground.
hayi no ngisanongidlala masinama ama fun games
Yes.
ya lapho singafuna ama player hayi then ibhande liphathwayo ngibonile na mina mangena ngifune ampel
Yeah.
yeah
I
no
love it. Man, I love it. Mr. Thomas, we appreciate. It's a very intriguing journey that you guys have been on, man. Very fascinating, and you can hear that there's a lot of encouragement, development,
Yeah.
and discipline as well behind it. Yeah, when I went to Pela, not just cause it's a shy sense like Pela. No, you can hear with a hotman amnande kasi trying to develop lintona zasekasi zibe grand nazo kusasa nazo zingati ala hotman azanye moto zabo. They come nye moto zabo now, you know,
and do the
have
same
their
thing.
personal stories.
Yeah.
Absolutely more, you know, in terms of marriage and family and all of these great things that you guys have achieved, man. And it's a powerful story, and yeah, man, we appreciate.
No, it's a pleasure.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure, guys. Yeah, look, I hope Uti would have touched someone to be Uti Zamina Uti Eze Asnotise.
Exactly.
You know, but yeah, it's been great being here.
Yeah, man, it was nice having you. And we see some of the love on the comment section right there from Fathers Football Club by Chuguti Siabonga Vooka. And we thank you guys for coming here and sharing, you know, the story with us. And then Utabo Muela saying this is beautiful. Thank you so much, Mr. Tibus. And then passive income at it's Jabavu Masters Nati Rocks. Right. Thank you so much, guys, for showing the love. And it was, of course, lovely, man, to be with Uhoyo Hoyo right here, man, enjoying the conversation. 17 minutes past 9. It is the time, and we are letting him go. But thank you so much, guys, for showing the love. See you after this short ad.
Will we be swallowed whole? Don't give up on us now. One of us will have to take a bow. Feeling you so close to me drive around. Everlasting love, so much to go around. You got me so high I can't come down. Hope you know that I will never let you go. If all I do is dim your glow, then fly on, baby, please just go. I can feel you there, where I once had you all alone. In the back of my mind, I'm under your spell, I can't get out. My heart falls 5 below, and I'm still here. I'm freezing cold, but I will wait. I hold my breath till I turn blue. I hope you know that I will never let you go. If all I do is dim your glow, then fly on, baby, please just.
Community upliftment, community development is what we always strive to do as community members. And I hope that wherever you are listening and watching from, you had the message, uzwile utwile, right? That it's all about coming together and striving for a goal that will make us better people. You know, that was, we were in conversation with Mr. Thomas Pinda Mafuyeka Huyu, right? Representing the Fathers Football Club. You can check them on their social media platform. They're doing a wonderful job on their community, and we hope that this, God gave them the strength to continue, so that the next person Osekasi who is feeling hopeless, they can also do the same thing and join the movement. We know that there's a stigma Ekasi. There are no good things. We are here, Tina. Vooka Breakfast Show right here at the heart of Soweto, Dobsonville, Dobson 10. We are doing this and showing and representing that good things are still there, guys. Even if you hear people batik feel, don't listen to them. There's still good things that are happening. And when we talk about good things, we talk about the things that are happening for most of us in terms of the things that we are celebrating. And for today's day, we are looking into celebrating what we call the National Happy Hour Day.
Yes.
I know that for most people,
Yes.
happy hour. That's one of the ways of bringing abantu but to a party at early, or maybe at a club or anywhere, to say, guys, happy hour is at 6 o'clock.
Yes,
you will see the amount of people who will come. In numbers. That's for happy hour.
Cheese and wine. Ladies' night. Yeah, man, very proper stuff. Happy hour is being celebrated today.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
it is celebrated, and you're asking yourself, man, it is celebrated monthly, daily, or weekly. No, it is celebrated annually on this day, November 12th. So in 2025, it will fall on a Wednesday, which is today, right? So last year it was on another day, which was Tuesday. So this day is dedicated to enjoying drinks and appetizers with friends as work winds down, making it a perfect occasion to explore new drinks and discounts at local bars and pubs. But I want to ask, is happy hour only for alcohol?
I think so. I think it's synonymous with alcohol. Yeah, I think it's synonymous with alcohol. I could be wrong. I stand to be corrected, but yeah, for the most part, I think it's synonymous with alcohol, especially on Thursdays.
Yeah,
I know a lot of places on Thursdays, cheese and wine, ladies' night, things of that nature, happy hour. Yeah, so it's interesting to find out that it's celebrated annually on the 12th.
Yeah,
yeah. For anyone who indulges like that, guys, let's start yeah, man, happy hour is being celebrated today. But with that as well, we are also celebrating inventions that have made both your life and my life very easy, right? And just alleviating some of the pressure and the load that we experience. And one of those things is the fire extinguisher patent, right? Which was established back in 1723 by Ambrose Godfrey, a German-born chemist who was working in London. He patented one of the earliest extinguishers, the fire extinguisher, a groundbreaking invention for its time. His device consisted of a cask filled with fire and extinguishing liquid and a small chamber of gunpowder connected to a fuse. So I don't know about you, if you have ever been involved in a fire outbreak of some sort. I have.
Really?
I don't want to embarrass myself like that. But yeah, man, we made use, myself and Paseka actually made use of a fire extinguisher. So talk to us, have you ever been caught in a situation where you had to make use of a fire extinguisher? Can you use one more? Do you know how to open and like make use of one?
No. So I think at school, the only thing that we thought when we saw a fire extinguisher right there is that this thing is a bomb, right? Because Rona, we didn't know what this thing do because it's red in color. We're like, maybe in Samuel. So hey, let us not play there, guys.
In Samuel.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Because there was a time I said, hey guys, like let us try this thing, because where you press it just to engage, there is a pin right there. So yeah, there will be a pin. Yeah. So each and every time when we thought about removing the pin, like, no guys, this thing is a bomb. So let us not play in front of this thing. But very interesting, man. But I've never used a fire extinguisher.
You haven't?
But I'm interested in knowing your story.
I'll tell you off camera.
Right?
I don't want to embarrass myself like that. Yeah, man.
Interesting inventions that are being done out there. You are, extinguishing the fire. And the fire right now that I want to talk about is the fire of fatigue. Let me ask you a question. Are you tired?
Yes.
You are tired.
I am.
Right?
Yeah.
And one person, I mean, in the context of asking why are you asking me that? Maybe for someone they're tired for the day, but the question that we're asking is, are you tired for the year? 2025, today is the 12th of November. Are you tired for the whole year? Or when you get tired on the 31st of December to say, I
get tired on the 5th of December. I love the 5th of December. But man, for the year, I don't think so. I don't think so. But I've had moments throughout the year where I was, I was exhausted. Yeah, there was this one time. I don't want to sound rukarike snacks or anything, but there was this one time not too long ago. We spoke about it, and I was exhausted, Chief. I was exhausted. But for the year, not really. But just in general, more lifing, I do get tired. You know the thing. There's certain things that contributing factors and variables that add on to your tiredness, and
True.
like they just make you. But I can feel the atmosphere, or in the atmosphere, I get a feeling of. People are tired and they just can't wait for the year to end, man. So how about you? Talk to me.
I mean, for me, honestly, for the year, I don't look like I'm tired, but I am tired.
Okay.
Trust me, because I feel like this year has been different from last
Other
year,
years, okay.
right? So, I mean, in terms of the performance, progress-wise, I feel like I have done my part for this year, and
Okay.
I'm looking forward on working on what next year has for me.
Okay.
So, I would say I think I'm ready to close my books for this year. I am ready to close my books for this year. Like, honestly, I am tired. Like, I'm feeling the fatigue of the year.
Okay.
Right? Because when you look into what what I have done, and what we have done, it's really, really, good. And some of the things that we have accomplished, right? Because there are people who measure their progress with the work that they have done it
Throughout
with.
the year,
But now, with yourself, your personal development, like, it's very bad. Where now you still have ego, you are still jealous, you are greedy. You're a greedy person, right? So sometimes fatigue also comes with that, to say, what is it that you're really tired on? Are you really tired because of the personal traits that you have about yourself, or the way people have been treating you throughout the year, right? But looking into what we have done, because the trap is a lot of people, they're looking at where they are going instead of looking at where they have come from, right? So for me personally, looking at where I'm coming from this year, wow, I'm proud of myself, and I believe that it only starts now, because when you start to see progress and working on becoming a better version of yourself, it really makes sense to be tired, because trust me, working 365, it's not
an easy feat, man.
365, it's not an easy
it gets
thing.
to you. It gets to you, and fatigue does take over, man. There was a Monday where we had to come in, man, and I could feel, Chief, like, you're not even physically tired, right? Because when you're physically tired, I mean, you can rest and try to unplug, just relax, and take it easy, nje, and not really be that active. But the tiredness that comes from the mind, Chief, you're more like when your mind is checked out and like has tapped out for the Chief, right? Stop using me,
Please.
It really affects your entire physiology. It affects how you function. It affects even the energy that you emit and the energy that you give off. And we know that those kinds of energies are more contagious than very uplifting and positive energy. You know, so man, I get why the atmosphere feels like this right now. They're tapped out, and 2025 can pass for a lot of people, man. But Mr. B, talk to us. How about you? Where are you at?
So I'm thinking, come next year, Lento Tati leave is important.
It is.
Right.
Okay.
We go and leave. Typically it's about almost 20 days a year.
Sure.
So you can have like your 2 weeks halfway throughout the year, and then you can
2 weeks later.
Yeah, so
the second
I think if we had your 2 weeks, it would have helped. But Moose, you're right. In terms of the brain, the mind, if you're tired, I think that's the one that's more damning in my opinion. It's more khathele mentally. If your spirit is also tired,
there's not much you can do.
There's not much
you can do.
Right? Yeah. But we know that a lot of you who are watching and listening right now, you are juggling year-end report, festive planning, school holidays, and trying to stay sane in this chaos. But now, of course, we need to hear some stats for, okay, what does year-end fatigue looks like in South Africa? I mean, with other countries, they do measure that. Because I wanted to talk about how most countries measure the gross domestic product. But there are countries that measure what we call the gross national happiness, right? Measuring in terms of how happy people are so that the economy can stay active. That is one of the most important things. If people are happy at a working place, that means the company is going to thrive, whether you like it or not, right? So according to the 2024 Gallup Global Workplace Report, South Africa ranks number 69 out of 71 countries for mental health, with most people reporting high levels of stress and fatigue. It's not just work, it's financial pressure that is compounding the stress. The 2025 Cumulative Financial Resilience Index shows that money worries are taking a toll on South Africans' mental well-being. That is what we call today the economy of Cyril Ramaphosa, right? Are you coping in Cyril's economy? Or you feel like, you know what, guys, we need a new president. We need a new model of the economic activities that is happening in South Africa, because financially, people, they're going through a lot. Financially, we take I don't know how.
So Mo, you know, the question here is there's burnout.
Yeah.
And then there's fatigue. Because burnout is you are running at a pace that your body cannot sustain.
Yeah.
And then when we talk about fatigue, we're basically talking about you are working for a set period of time, but without taking rest.
Yeah.
So you're taking on too much, right? So now, are we burning out before the year even ends? And if so, what can we do about it?
We are. I think we are.
Burning out before
a lot of
the
us
year
are.
ends.
A lot of us are taking on more than we can chew, right?
Yeah.
A lot of us are putting too much on our plate.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we tend to think that we can handle it.
Yeah.
I'm a victim of that. And I put myself in those situations, right?
Yeah.
We tend to think, man, this won't affect me, man.
Yes.
Ke tla ba sharp, man.
Yeah.
I'll make it through, or I'll work through it, and I'll persevere through it, and I'll punch through it. And we actually don't realize that it's taking a toll on us. And not just physically so, or like our physiology in terms of our spirits and our minds and our thoughts and everything else, but how it also affects us is through some of the engagements and the relationships that we have.
Yeah.
All right? You don't realize how you're carrying a very weighed spirit and a very heavy spirit, not in a bad way, but in a way that it just needs to recuperate and rejuvenate.
Yeah.
Right? Take time off, unplug khanyane, and you'll come back. People will be happy that you're around. But okay, you know, you feel light, man. Oh, sharp, what's happening? And you're like, I'm rested.
Yeah.
I'm well rested, you know, and I'm ready to take on the things that I am involved in life. And man, we need to be honest with ourselves when we're at the end of our stakes.
Yeah.
You know, when we've burnt out. When you've burnt out the entire match, guys, no. Go back, go rejuvenate, go and then come back a much better person.
Yeah, man. And what we're talking about, it's a mix of emotional exhaustion and mental overload. There's so many things that you deal with, and also physical burnout. It's a feeling of dragging yourself through the last few weeks, hoping for a break, but still expected to perform at a full capacity. Like, there's ways, because we once spoke about redefining rest, and we need to get in depth with the conversation about it. What is it when we talk about redefining rest? Because we need to rest. Honestly, we need to rest. People are tired, fatigued. They don't want themselves anymore. I mean, you're going to work dragging your feet to say, yo, right? And let's not forget about things like your load shedding factor, man. So a recent survey by SADC found that 75% of employed South Africans feel their bosses expect the same output despite constant power cuts. And guys, it's different when you're waking up without electricity, man. Your day and your morning, it's dragging, because now of course on your mind you have this routine that you always do. You used to waking up when you just switch on the light, it goes on, but now waking up, you switch on the light, it's off. Your geyser was off for the whole night. The water is cold, and now you have to deal and handle with all of that, right? Talk to us, hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, or send us your voice note and let us know if you are facing the year-end fatigue. Some comments came through right there. Sakani P saying, morning, I'm a Vooka Mahle Sifugile. I've been away since I've been on a training. I started on a new job.
Hey, well done, Sakani P. Well done.
Very proud of you.
Congratulations.
Very proud of you. Congrats. A huge congratulations, man. And then she's like, but I make time to catch up on episodes when I can. I miss the live stream though. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show.
We miss you too.
We miss you too.
Yeah, because we know some of the names that come up on the chat, you know. And when we don't see those names, it's like, how? Where did you vanish to, Chief? Where did you go?
We're going to put out the t-shirts, ne?
Okay.
And definitely we know there are certain individuals who
will
need
get
to
the t-shirt.
Yeah. Sakani is one of them. Definitely. Man, she's been with us since the beginning of the year.
Right.
Shout out.
So thank you so much. Thank you so much, you know, for joining us and being with us, because he also came through. Because, you know, mentioning Hore, she has been with us. I remember Hore, the YouTube account was TK, if I'm not mistaken. TK 1990.
And you used to confuse her with
Hector.
TK with Hector.
Right.
Yeah,
very interesting, man. And then she comes through saying, I won't lie, I'm fatigued as well. And as much as we experience it every year, we don't get used to
Never,
it.
ever.
You can't get used to getting tired.
It's like winter. I'll never love winter, and I'll never get used to it ever in my life.
Yeah, you won't. 37 minutes after 9 o'clock. Let us take a short break. So many things to talk about. The birthdays to be celebrated. There are people who are celebrating their birthday today. You know that we always highlight them and celebrate them. With that being said, let's take a short break, and then we will be back right after this.
Better than you. Get you on the flip side. Get you on the flip side. So goodbye. Funny how it works sometimes. Yeah, we kinda hit it off at first. Checking every bar in town, all the sleepless nights until things got worse. You're so manipulative, trying to convince me of the shit, but it didn't work on me. So, baby, let it be. You could try to sweet talk all you want, but I ain't that lonely. Forget your lies, forget your ties. I've done everything you asked, but I wasted time. Forget your hair, your dead eyes stare. I swear anything's better than you. Get you on the flip side, get you on the flip side. So goodbye. Just give it a try. Listen to me when I say goodbye to you. Maybe for once, just give it a try. Listen to me when I say goodbye to you. Forget your rules, forget your shoes. I've done everything you've asked me to do. Forget your rules, forget your shoes. I've done everything you asked, but I wasted time. Forget your truth, you're just cool. I swear anything.
The good vibes that we aim at bringing to you, we hope that they are getting rid of that midweek slump. It's Wednesday morning, the 12th of November. 49 days until we hit 2026 on the dot. And I know most of you are anxious about, Mudimo Aka, 49 days. And then now, when it was day number 1 or day number 7 into the year, I planned most of the things for my life. But don't worry, time is still there. You are still still going to be the person who use their time wisely, because trust me, when it comes to time, it's the one thing that we always manage, just the way we like. With that being said, speaking of time, for some people time is passing by, and for some people time is something that they always celebrate. It's time to look at who are we celebrating on this morning. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show is the hashtag to use right there on the comment section. Some comments came through, of course we couldn't go through them, but just to rewind and look at those comments who came through. I see that TC came through saying Sivugile on this Wellness Wednesday. Fathers Football Club keeping the midweek theme here. The sun has been fighting for its life over here in Rustenburg. It's been raining and cloudy. Didn't even get to enjoy myself at the Valley of the Waves in Sun City on my birthday. And we asked, what are your plans for your birthday? It's a pity that Asia Rusty Dusty is not dusty, but it's rainy, right? Hope that you enjoyed your day right there. And then I hope the weather, is better in Johannesburg. Ngoba nyabuya for iskashana. Big ups for the football clubs for keeping Amachita fit and healthy, building focused. Man, ikasi. Right there. The weather is looking good in Johannesburg. I don't want to lie. It's sunny, matlaya tswile letsatsi le I mean, when the sun is out.
No, we don't say people bad.
There are no crazy people in winter.
People are vibrating on different planes, Chief.
Wow.
You can't be calling people
dimension.
Yes.
I mean, I'm also crazy. I'm crazy. Right? Right, yeah, man. Tebo Khomorapedi came through saying Hasnavalo all the way, and then Miss Tembi Mni, of course, man, wishing beautiful grandchild Unobuhle Benkosi Mni a happy birthday. She is our celebrity for the day, of course. We are celebrating Unobuhle for today, and Luzinzi came through saying wishing our baby girl Unobuhle a blessed birthday. May she be blessed. 12 years of grace. I will see
12 years, Nobuhle.
She's grown now, right? Nobuhle
is that her in the middle, Mr. B?
Turning 12 years of age. Oh man.
And then
nice
on the left, the little girl.
Noltando
Ntogos.
Wow.
So we had when was it? I think was last year or the year before that.
Yeah.
So we had a little thing here where we got some kids, man, to come through
for their birthdays.
Yeah, for the birthday.
Nice one, man. So cute. 12 years.
Yeah. Look at Junior Love.
Yeah.
I know it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
This was that him with the red and blue.
Yeah, this is when he was still Haaland.
That's funny. Such cute stuff, man.
Man, very nice.
Happy birthday, Nobuhle. Happy birthday.
I mean, you are our celebrity, so let us make it special for you today. Yeah. And as the Vooka Breakfast Show, we would like to say
happy birthday! Woohoo!
Hooray!
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 Yeah.
Hooray!
And a little bit of clapping hands right there for you.
On Sundays, you know that I love doing sing-alongs, right?
Yeah.
And one of the famous songs, I'm sure you'd be familiar, when we go, can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want to know your name. Can we talk for a minute?
Okay.
Girl,
I'm just vibing.
You don't know who that is.
Who is
You
that?
don't know who that is.
Who is
the
that?
one and only very famous singer, man, Tevin Campbell.
Oh.
Tevin Campbell is celebrating his birthday today. Mo, come on, man. You must get the time.
No, man. Tevin isn't. I think I only know one song of Tevin. If
which
it's
is
not, what is this song, man? About the flowers.
What is
the flower? Dandelion, yeah.
Dandelion.
No, dandelion.
Hi, man, dandelion. But yeah, man. Oh, yes, dandelion. Yeah,
exactly.
Tevin
That's
Campbell.
the song that I know.
Yeah. Okay, but Tevin Campbell is celebrating his birthday today. As part of the celebrities who we cover on a day-to-day basis, in terms of their birthday celebrations. He was born on this day back in 1976 and is 49 years today. He's an American singer, songwriter, and a musician. He performed gospel in his local local church from an early age, right? And something that you might not know that's quite interesting about him is that he debuted with Quincy Jones, then released Tevin featuring his hit singer Tell Me What You Want Me to Do. Very, very interesting stuff. So Tevin Campbell is celebrating his birthday today. But bringing it back to our own motherland and our mother country, right here in the heart of South Africa, our very own football star Benny McCarthy.
Benny in the 80
Benny
area.
McCarthy is also celebrating. Benny McCarthy was born on this day, on the 12th of November, back in 1977. He's 48 years today. And of course, you know that he's a South African professional football coach and a former player himself who is currently the manager of the Kenya national team. Married to a very lovely lady by the name of Stacey McCarthy. But something interesting that you might not know about Rupeni is that he is a former forward, and McCarthy is a South African national team's all-time top scorer with 31 goals. He is also the only South African to have won the UEFA Champions League, doing so with Porto back in 2004. Man,
Yeah.
very, very proper stuff. And then one more person that I wanted to highlight, Mr. Mo. I think a month ago or something like that, a little over a month ago, we were covering Skukobe. Martin was celebrating his birthday, right? But today, his older brother, a very good friend of mine, is celebrating his birthday today, man. Mr. Show, Koprizi, what a para. Kopano is celebrating his birthday today, man. Someone who watches the show quite adamantly so. But one part, because he doesn't comment in the comment section on YouTube. Why. He comments on my personal WhatsApp and he wants to derail me as well on the show, you know. So huge happy birthday to a very good friend of mine, Mina Kopano Prak. I hope that the day will be filled with love, laughter, and all things great. A huge happy birthday to you. And man, re weekend happy hour. Happy hour plus it's National Happy Hour Day today. So a huge happy birthday to you, my brother. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, very interesting. And if you happen to know someone who is growing up on this day and would like to wish them a happy birthday, come on through on a comment section and give them a huge shout out. Lastly, to everyone who is growing up as the Vooka Breakfast Show, once again we would like to say
Happy birthday! Woo-hoo! Yeah!
Hip hip
Hooray! Hooray!
hooray
Yes,
to
sir.
everyone who is growing up.
Celebrating their
Very
birthdays.
interesting things. I see there's a comment that came through there from Mr. Bini. Musi. Hi bonjalo.
Hi, bonjalo.
Hi bonjalo.
That's funny, man.
Sekwenzekile.
Yeah, man. On a day-to-day basis, you know that we always try to give you words that are aimed at improving both yours and our day-to-day spoken languages, our speech patterns, and of course, ultimately, our vocabularies. And today is no exception whatsoever. The time right about now, 48 minutes after the hour, 9 o'clock on a Wednesday morning, the 12th of November, 2025. And the word for this day on a Wednesday morning is timber. The
Timber.
word is isn't timber, man. The word is timber, and how you spell this word is as follows. It's Timbre. It's Timbre, and the definition of this word is as follows: the unique tonal quality or color of a sound, especially a voice or instrument. The unique tonal quality or color of a sound, especially a voice or an instrument. How you can use this word in a sentence is as follows: her timbre was velvet and smoke, every note wrapping in feeling, or wrapped in feeling rather. Her timbre was velvet and smoky, every note wrapped in feeling. Similar words include tone, resonance, and of course texture. So something that we use quite often in the music space, the vocal space. Yeah. Talk to me. How would you use this word in a sentence?
The timber of black speaks wealth. I don't know if that makes sense.
The what?
The timber of the color black speaks wealth for me personally.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But in this
In the
instance,
form of texture.
Yeah.
okay, yeah, but texture, and I so the word texture and how he used it in a sentence is not necessarily based on this definition, this specific definition.
So
so this
color
one,
of a sound.
Yes. So I read
Jesus
go music in when I'm teaching and vocal training and stuff like that. When I just said, "Can we talk for a minute?"
Yeah.
There's a texture, there's a timbre, there's a color to my voice.
Okay.
As opposed to when I would go, "Can we talk for a minute?"
Okay.
So the colors, the texture, the sound,
sound.
the timbre of those two types of voices are different. So that's the example of the definition that we're looking for, as opposed to using texture in terms of clothing or items and things that we can hold in our hands.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Talk to me, Mr. B.
Timbre of my voice is beautiful to girls. It's nice to girls.
Okay.
But since we believe that everything vibrates, then even clothing have a timbre.
Colors, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, but I see where you're going. Okay, you guys are carrying it from very interesting stuff. Let's try to get the correct pronunciation.
Timbre.
Timbre.
I said timbre, wait now.
Timbre. But you see, some people might be confused with timber as in lumber.
Yeah, not the timber of lumber. Yeah.
But the spelling of timber, lumber, at the end it's ER.
And this one is
opposed to
RE. Yeah.
Timber wood.
Timber as in lumber.
There's wood. There's wood called timber.
Yes,
timber wood.
So talk to us. How would you use this word in a sentence? The word for today is timbre. The definition being that it is the unique tonal quality or color of sound, especially a voice or an instrument. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and very interesting things. 8 minutes till we hit 10 o'clock and leave you. But before we do that, there's some interesting things that I would like to take you through in terms of what has happened in history and what have we learned and how can we learn it, right? So the question that I'm going to ask you is, who is your best martial arts actor?
The best for me.
Yeah, the best. Like someone who, comes up with his own stance.
Look, there's quite a few, right?
Yeah.
Jet Li is an amazing actor.
Jet Li is.
But I think the most popular one that we grew up loving is Jackie Chan.
Jackie China, right? Jackie China. And you're asking yourself, man, what did Jackie China do? It's Jackie Chan, by the way.
Jackie
right?
China.
So in 2016, Jackie Chan was awarded an honorary Oscar for his film achievement at the 8th Annual Governors Awards ceremony. So this awards ceremony took place at Ray Dolby Ballroom in the Hollywood and Highland Center, Los Angeles, a prestigious venue often used for Academy events. This elegant ballroom nestled in the heart of Hollywood is a part of larger entertainment complex that includes the Dolby Theater, which is the home of Oscars. The Governors Awards are hosted by the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts Science to honor lifetime achievements in film, separate from the main Oscars broadcast. In 2016, Jackie Chan received an honorary Oscar here, joining other legends like Adrienne V. Quarters and documentarian Frederick Wiseman. The venue's ambience, red carpets, golden lighting, and cinematic decor reflects Hollywood's reference for legacy and global artistry. Until today, Jackie China is still making movies and series, but now he's not off a Hollywood based. He's doing movies in China.
Oh, really?
Right. And I think the recent one of Hollywood is the Karate Kid, the legend of the Karate Kid, where he's also featured as Mr. Is that Miss Miyagi?
No.
So what is he?
But he assumes the role that.
Okay.
You guys looking, ne?
Yeah.
This is a promise. If you guess Jackie's age, ne, within a margin of 3 numbers.
3?
No, if you guess Jackie's age, within a margin of 3 numbers.
Jackie's 70.
I'll buy you.
He's 92. He's old.
He's 71.
Jackie's 71 years. Wow.
I was a number away.
Go slow, yeah.
Monna take a go slow monna. Happy hour monna. I returned from Pile B1 give a I'm killing you.
71.
71
Yeah,
years.
70 I remember.
This thing you retire, ne?
I hear you, Chief.
In nowadays, modern times, there's no retirement.
But sure, Mhlambe, the type of work he does now, it's a bit different. But
More
people
of
that work all
directing.
the way through,
Directing stunts.
Quincy passed on, and he was still like one of the greatest musicians to come through, man.
Quincy Jones.
Of his generation. Proper stuff. Yeah.
Very interesting and proper stuff, man. Just looking into the film industry, what others are there that we are looking into? So in 2019, the space western TV series set in the Star Wars franchise, The Mandalorian by Jon Favreau, is released on Disney Plus. Right, it was primarily filmed in Los Angeles using a groundbreaking stagecraft technology with some scenes inspired by real-world locations like the Death Valley National Park. Stagecraft developed by Industrial Light and Magic uses massive LED walls to create immersive virtual environments, rendered landscape that respond to camera movement. This technique revolutionized TV production, blending physical sets with dynamic backdrops. While most of the show was shot indoors in Manhattan Beach studios, the desert-like visuals and galactic terrains were modeled after places such as the Death Valley and Iceland, giving the series its gritty space western aesthetic. Right? Till today, I've never watched Star Wars. Don't know anything about it. Have you?
Star Wars, Star Wars thing. Star Trek.
This thing has a huge following.
It does. No. I know. Trekkies and it is. No. Very, very close to cult like. Hey, Chief, those people will come from you. Like if you're a Trekkie more, I don't know if you follow or you know this, but if you're a Trekkie, or you as an individual who's not well versed in those kinds of things, right? And you miscompare, or you say a Trekkie is a Wars fan, they will come for you, Chief. Or you say a Wars is a Trekkie fan. Hey, Chief.
Slice.
Yeah, man. So it's very interesting to compare the two and how similar they are to each other. And how one takes from the other.
So if we were to throw a challenge your way, Mister, watch your another Star Wars franchise and
like, is it a series? How many movies? Or it's a sequel?
Series.
Like the spin-offs, like the Mandalorian is a spin-off as well. So of the Star Wars franchise. So you want me to go watch and cover it on Thursday? Okay.
Ooh, Jedi.
I will. It's not like I'm being very biased right now, and I recognize that. But I'll give it a chance.
You see, this is where work now becomes work. It's not doing easy and doing. I know it needs to be done.
Go and watch Star Wars.
I wouldn't want to do it, but I know it has to. Be
done. I'll go. Yeah.
Very interesting, man. But now also moving on to some other things that are taking place or that took place in the music space. In 2021, the LA judge rules to end Britney Spears' conservatorship, which had controlled almost all aspects of her life for 14 years. So the ruling to end Britney Spears' conservatorship in 2021 was issued at the Stanley Mosque Courthouse in downtown Los Angeles, a major venue for high-profile legal proceedings. Located in the Civic Center District, this courthouse is a part of the Los Angeles County Superior Court system and handles civil, family, and probate cases. It became a focal point for the global hashtag Free Britney movement, with fans regularly gathering outside to support Spears during the hearings. The building itself, it's a mid-century modern structure, often surrounded by media vans and protest signs during the celebrity cases. Its role in ending the 13-year conservatorship marked a historic moment in discussion around the personal autonomy and legal guardianship in the U.S. justice system. If you are a fan of Britney Spears, you would know that a lot of people were outside the courthouse to just vouch for her to be freed. But it was looked into, and then after 14 years, the ruling had to end. Very interesting. Talk to us, hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. 1 minute still, we're here to 10 o'clock on the dot. Still Wednesday, man.
Yeah.
And we are, of course, man, ending it on a very high note.
Energetic note.
Yep.
I want to end it on a slightly funny note.
Okay.
Because we're trying to break the midweek slump, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you or Mr. B will play the video there. But yeah, man. Yes, with sound as well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So maybe more you can the music on your side there.
Okay. I wonder what is that. Right.
This is something that I just found very funny, man.
Yeah.
Very, very funny. So just to break the midweek slump, I want to go ahead and end the week on a slightly funny note, on a slightly comedic note, because, usually on Wednesdays we have comedians, right, that come in and make us laugh like no one's business, right? So let's try to get that for you. But with that being said, it's exactly 10 o'clock on the dot. Talk to us. What do you have planned for the rest of the week and for the rest of the day, right? As it is the 12th of November, 2025. Are we good? Not just yet.
Yeah, because struggling to get a sound on this one.
Yeah.
Welcome on to Wacko back.
Yeah, man. But Mr. Mo, for the rest of the month, I know that we're a little over a week away, a month away from saying
goodbye
to not just November, but to the Vooka Nation. Because on the 19th of December is going to be our last day here.
Yeah.
And I know Miss Q Rams had asked for
say for this year.
Yeah, I'm saying for the year. Yeah, not like forever. It cannot be forever. Not with all the plans that we have, man. But yeah, Miss Q Rams had asked for like a Vooka Nation type of thing.
Gathering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that we hang out
it has to,
with the members of the Vooka Nation. So.
Yeah.
POP, so.
Chief. Well, for them, yes. For us, no. One kid, something discipline, Chief. We cannot be indulging in front of the Vooka Nation like that. Yes, one understand. Bo buhleki, bo no buhleta be batlile, bo junior tla be ba le teng, bo spioyo. One understand. So we want to make it a very family-friendly environment when we do have that. So be on the lookout for that, Vooka Nation. We're going to be bringing that to you very, very, very soon. Either at the 200 episode mark or at the 1 year mark, which is probably going to be happening month end January, if not sometime in February. Yeah, sometime in February. So, but before March, absolutely, we're going to have that hangout and just enjoy each other's company, so that you guys can come and hang out with us. Little Bonali Studio. I know some of you are very interested to see what the studio is like outside of the cameras and what you're seeing, right? So yeah, that is going to happen, and I look forward to it, man.
Yeah.
I look forward to hanging out with Sakani P and all of those people.
Everyone.
Man. Yeah, Zinzi, Mamtembi, part of the Vooka Nation, part of the Vooka team, man.
Yeah.
And as we say, hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Yes, sir, man.
Yeah. So I was still winning right there, man, because I feel like now, we have had our hopes high with this.
For the video.
Yeah. But Zinzi came through with the last comment saying, but not me being shocked that Niavala on the 19th of December. But we all need the break and rest, right? Yes,
we do. Because that midweek slump, not just the midweek slump, but that year-end fatigue, Zinzi, I tell you, hey guys, we guys, I think it's very interesting, Mo, because I don't get the same feeling that everyone else gets, like Abo Zinzi, Mamtembi, Ms. Kurams, Tsakani, Hector, all of the people who watch us on a daily basis, right? I don't get the same feeling that they get when I'm watching the show, because I know what happens. So when something happens on camera, I absolutely know, so when you guys are watching, it's a different story to when we're here doing the things. I know Zinzi came a couple of months ago, I think back in June, July. You came and you saw some of the work that we put in here, and man, it's not an easy task, Chief. For a good 3 hours, 3 hours, 30 minutes, 4 hours sometimes. So we need the rest, Zinzi. We don't want to go off, right? If it were up to us, born on 25 Christmas morning, we would be streaming, enjoying Christmas and things of that nature. But yeah, no. On the 19th is going to be our last day. But towards the end of the year, or towards the 19th of December, those last 2 weeks of of the show. It's going to be a very interesting show. I promise you, we have very cool things that we want to implement and, make it very fun because, the kids are going to be at home. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. And we absolutely want you guys to partake. And fingers crossed, if all things go our way, you guys will come and hang out with us right here in studio on like a Thursday or a Friday morning, or any day of the week. Like on a Wednesday morning, we break the midweek slump, we hang out together. There we go. Yes, sir. So that you guys can come and hang out with us. Bring the kids, man. Let's have about junior so that they can come and hang out with us and so that we can all have fun as the Vooka Nation. Zizi coming through saying, and come back rejuvenated as well. We will, definitely. We will absolutely come back rejuvenated so that we can kickstart the year on a very positive note. Mr. B?
Because we need to now embellish the studio with some Christmas decorations.
Absolutely. Yeah. It promises to be a good one, man. I think this year's December will be quite cool, man. It's going to be cool. And I don't know if I have December plans just as yet, like Christmas plans, or like on the 16th, or even on the 31st of December. I don't know. But I wait to see what the end of the year is going to bring about. It's been a good year. We've had some highs, some very, very, very exclusive and great highs. But we are also experiencing lows, especially right at this moment, because the video that I want to play for you guys doesn't want to play. And I don't know what the issue is, but we're trying to get that sorted out for you so that I want us to end the show on a comedic and a funny note, man. Are we winning?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. There we go. Tima, the music, that side, please. Kamatonga. We should be coming up on your screen right now.
motho ona wa lla mruta go kopa mosebetsi man ga unemployment ya mo otla mruta
o thata mona ona ile ona mona certificate mona ya o tlosa makaka dintja di
o tle mruta gona le CV ya o phuta makaka
a ke na TVC
hey isn't your TVC man CV not TVC man one
akina CV ya o kholeka makaka a dintja le dikatse na ke a opela ke a chaiva
no boss I know look wa utlwa mona re batla motho a makaka ntata re nata ba o opela so you are fired no you are fired
wa bina bile wa chaiva
ke tsiba o bina
le chaiva ntsha talente o re bone mona maybe hey
Wangamonda tabati take and walk a season chaiva come up background man
ke background ya ukila mona background ntle ke ipinele wena man
a tlogamo tsebelo bina mo Wangamonda tabati take and walk a season chaiva come abunda au kama tonga amabunda angulu baba kolele yeah kama bunda kama tonga kama bunda angulu baba kolele
no my friend no you are hired no what you want to tell monne no what ba ke matsatsi a tlang o tle mane ke mane he o tle o le tsena o hlotsa mai moruti ha kala o be matso o sontso thaba hore ke fodile wa utlwa go tori ke tare ke fodile okay
ka bo fodile ka ne
this is just funny for me
mtako wa tsaisa
man it's just funny man we are more imupulo muntu banele ilo we ping po oh yeah, it's just a funny video, and you can see that the scene was improvised.
Yeah,
because Sinyaka himself is almost breaking character, right? And I just found it funny. So I hope Luena, wherever you are, it brought on a bit of laughter to your morning as we end off the show right here on a lovely Wednesday morning. the 12th of November 2025. The time right about now, 9 minutes after the hour, 10 o'clock. And it's been great hanging out with you. It's been lovely. I've had such an amazing time. I've had a good time, and we had great engagement this morning. A huge shout out to Thomas and of course Ulinda, who were in conversation with earlier on about all things entrepreneurship, business, and of course youth development. And this is what we do right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network, where radio meets TV only and exclusively, brought to you by the Blinko Network. And you know that you're always spending some great quality time with myself, the one and only MOOCEE Mist. My name is Musi Mist, and like I said, it's always such a pleasure, and it brings me so much joy being in your presence and in your company on a day-to-day basis, where we take such good care of you, bringing you all-encompassing, compelling, and of course thought-provoking conversations that are aimed at giving you so much information and knowledge, man, with bold discussions, of course, with industry professionals, people who are doing great and amazing stuff in and around our communities. Tomorrow morning is no exception whatsoever. We will meet exactly at 7, where we continue giving you your daily dose of positivity that is accompanied by an energetic start to the day. Stay safe, stay cautious, stay warm when you need to be, stay cool when the sun is out and sunny, and yeah, man, God willing, you and I and the rest of the team will see each other tomorrow morning. Yes, sir.
Last comment coming through from Ms. Tembi saying the 31st of December is Junior's born day.
Batum Junior on the last day of the year.
Wow. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep. So Junior is growing up, but of course, man, before we close, those are the celebrations that we're going to have in advance, just to wish people that we are not going to be able to wish on the 31st of December or after the 19th of December. Yeah. But it has been a great edition of this beautiful morning breakfast show, talking everything year-end fatigue. And I hope that you guys are going to rest and come back rejuvenated. Right, with me, Moketsi Maimane, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature. Generator. See you tomorrow, same time, same place, right here. Just giving you everything that has to do with great vibes. Sayonara, see you, and I love you.
I change.